drive up Wednesday and stuff, right?
Yep.
Well, of course, while I'm doing that, I've got my phone just playing music on shuffle. You know, just laying on the hood, and I'm just off in my own little world. And all of a sudden, my mom comes out to the garage to put something up or grab something. I wasn't paying attention. But when she comes out, it's like the ending like verse part of Paradise by the Dashboard Lights was playing.
Yes.
And my mom just stops, looks at me and says, "Song dedication for your exes?" And I'm like, I mean, you're not wrong.
That's funny. She got you there. That's cool.
Yeah, she did. I'm like, wow. Normally that's the kind of shit I would say.
And
now
I
let's see where I get it from.
And I managed to resubscribe before Patrick got me.
Yeah. That's he's getting everyone. That's just like,
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
he got me for like 2 months in a row, I think. But now I actually managed to get resubbed before he got me. Yeah. So now we'll see if I move over or however we solve this. We'll see.
Sounds good. Whoops.
Maybe we can sit on separate computers and it might work. I don't know. It depends on how well I can hear you and not hear you through the... I can hear myself. This is getting... But, yeah.
So happens when you have some standard equipment there in
Oh, he hasn't put on his headphones yet, so we'll see. Yeah.
Come on, Josh, get it together.
Yeah.
We just had dinner, so I'm having dessert here. Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What you guys have?
We bought restaurant food, and this is a pretzel.
Okay.
As a dessert. Yeah. So we had it was the what was it Hawk something, Cooper's Hawk restaurant or something. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Man, I am not looking forward to the drive. Man, I am so looking
How
forward
far of a
to it.
drive is it?
Yeah. How many hours?
Depending on traffic and how fast I drive, it's somewhere between 7 and 8 hours.
Oh.
Where are you? In
Kentucky.
Okay. There's yeah.
I fly to Chicago Wednesday morning. Yeah.
Yeah, your stuff is now loaded in the car in the garage, so it will be with us. Yep.
As long as
Okay,
look at that.
Me. Yep.
It's
Now we have
multi-angle pick.
Yeah, so I can.
Josh got a haircut too.
Yes, he got a haircut.
Oh my
And
gosh.
this doesn't work well. We'll see if we can use. Yeah, I can hear myself, and it's terrible. Yep. Hang on a second here.
No, I still have a pulse. This is really happening.
Do we want to?
Do we try the speakers? Yeah.
Yeah, let me do that. Let me switch to that.
Don't fuck with it.
It's okay. It's definitely.
Yep.
Not the jabber. We want the. Yeah, can you hear us now?
Yeah, we can hear you fine, man.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Don't.
Oh, if I put it over speakers.
Yeah, that's
You want-
what I'm.
Oh, you're saying like those speakers.
Yeah, otherwise
then
I
you'll
need
get-
to. Otherwise I need to have one of these.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
We don't have any reverb yet.
We'll see. Yeah.
If we get reverb, then I punish Josh.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah. Works so far. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It works so far.
Yeah. Computer glasses. I'll see.
You can go.
Yeah, I can be old people. Have my progressives. Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
I just took my contacts out and put on, yeah, so. All right, so should I get rid of the Anna Meyer below?
Oh yeah, it killed her.
Kill her. Let's say that another way.
Yeah.
Well, that's the good Anna because she doesn't have a goatee, so
Oh yeah, exactly. I have a.
so we know it's safe.
Yeah.
Evil Universe Anna is the one we're killing.
Yeah.
What's up, Ashman? Look at you in that
What's going
luxurious
on, Gabe?
beard.
I know, man.
It's not purple.
This works.
It was purple
Yeah.
after the fundraiser was purple, right? That was good.
It was multicolored for about 12 days.
Josh is quiet, which is scary.
I did
I'm
that. I
getting
did
it up
glitter
a
beard
bunch
once.
right now. It's it's Sunday night before setup, so everyone's like.
Do you have a T-shirt on, or is that like just like is that a wife beater? What do you got on there? Your shirt.
Oh, it's a. I was gonna wear your shirt, and so but I had to come down in something, so I just have on whatever.
He has to prison up.
I didn't want to come go walking around the house shirtless.
No, I don't need to see that. Hey, thanks North Shore for that, and also kind of semi-announced it yesterday, but I will announce our 7th company sponsor today. Again, some of you may have heard of it already.
Is there a rule that anyone on your show has to have their name start with a J? I feel kind of the odd man out.
Anna starts with A.
Yeah, but you took her off the list.
It's Janet.
Janet.
It's actually it's a Swedish pronunciation.
I'm
Jana.
sorry on that one. I'm sorry on that one. I'll lower it here.
There's a J in the beginning.
It's a soft J, so it's Yana.
Alex, let me know level on this one.
Jiffer.
I got it real low. Sorry about that.
And it's B sneaking in. Hi, BB.
Hi. That was a nice picture of you and Anna at the game store.
Yeah, that was fun. There was a lot of cool stuff. They had some old Greyhawk stuff too. $225 for a Greyhawk box set, 83.
Hey, we gave one of those away, sealed it for the fundraiser.
No, that was a CD of Greyhawk. This was the box set for the SETI box set.
83.
Oh, okay. An 83 box
There you go,
set.
Cave.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that a
They
good
had,
deal?
some
225,
folios
that's
too.
about right for it sealed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
And then folios for 100 and $120 or something.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Just a bit outside. That's okay.
So now I have chat.
Are you gonna sit there with a bottle of bourbon and use it as aftershave too now?
What?
Just a bit outside, Al Euchre
Yeah.
during Major League.
Oh, I
where
figured
he's pouring himself a drink,
Yeah.
runs his finger around the rim of the jack or whatever it is of the bourbon, and then puts it right behind his ear like that because that's his aftershave or something.
That's a great idea.
Hey, don't tip me. I got the bottle right here.
That's what I'm saying, right? Remember that in Major League where he's sitting there, he's like,
Yeah. Yep.
This is the bullshit session we've had.
the pre-Gary Con.
Pre-Gary Con stuff. Yeah.
There will be plenty of this that will magically disappear at Gary.
Uh-oh.
I gotta behave myself really at GaryCon because I don't want to go out in a blaze of glory. But then again, you never know. Thank you, Justinius.
You have to make it through security and stuff too. Somehow.
Yeah, do Josh's security, so it's not gonna be that hard to make it through security.
Oh well, the flying here. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah, I'm not bringing it. I mean, because
Yeah. But you ship here too.
I get all the booze I want now that I'm in the Gary.
That's true. You have the platinum and all
the lodge. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
So,
You should stop
Jay,
by.
are you aware we can't see you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he plays that trick every time he
Yeah, you'll see me shortly.
clicks the right button. He will disappear for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, as ads are going on.
Yeah.
More car bombs? No, I don't know, Alex. I don't want to make a, You'll see. I got a new ad up for. An idea came to me today, so.
Jay like 7,000
Yeah, he's always a bit louder than the rest of us.
I'm gonna behave myself. Look at that, and we're like, what are we? We're like 6 minutes early, which is cool. Just rocking and rolling here. So, let's see what's going on. Oh, and hopefully,
That's an amazing job you've done with it. Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
yeah, we got that. We're gonna have that
Yeah, I've been so
scrolling
busy.
a
I
lot.
haven't responded enough and stuff the last.
No,
week.
you did your job.
Okay. Yeah, but it's
Yes.
Yep.
I would not have been able to do anything I did without you and Jay. So
All right, so I knew I forgot something. I forgot to change the Greyhawk City maps on the screen. I knew there was something I forgot to do.
Yeah.
So just to go, yes. All right, yeah. Everything else is good. Duh. I knew there was something.
What's a Greyhawk?
Oh, it's so funny. Oh my gosh. Everyone has had having a good weekend. I am
Busy.
just prepping like crazy. I just want to. I know I'm paranoid I'm gonna forget something. You know,
Yeah.
or that Josh can forget my box. But it sounds like it's in the
I
car.
loaded the parts. So yeah. I didn't.
Yeah. We'll see how
The
bad
part is,
my.
it locked in the garage too overnight. So.
I think
Good.
chicken. I think there was chicken in it. It said
Yeah, it was so light that I don't know what you put in there more than paper or something. So it's
Well,
like,
there's all my terrain for Heart in the Holes is in there from part one.
okay. Yeah.
Just like a couple halfling hobbit holes and halfling that kind of stuff. None of the figures or dice or anything like that. Just the base stuff.
Yeah, well, okay. The weather is kind of today is really nice. It's like 60 degrees and sun today, so it was wonderful. But when I got here yesterday, it was like 40 degrees and rainy. But I didn't have to step outside much, so it was okay. Yeah. But we took a little bit of a walk to and we're at the game store and stuff, so I had to put on a lot of winter clothes. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. So here I get up. I take my son to get a haircut. That's like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's 60 degrees. I'm out in shorts. Go to his soccer game at 1 o'clock. 5 hours later, it's like 40. It's like a cold front came out. What? And it's windy. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And it was just a miserable day here all day. But so good evening, everyone. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm J.K. Lurgazumba. And so tonight's a special show. We're going to have a Gary Con preview show. Plus, we'll answer some general Greyhawk or campaign questions to fill in some time. But I think this will be a fun show because everyone I've invited tonight, hey, Troy, everyone I've invited tonight is going to Gary Con 14. So, and we want to just talk about the experiences. So I got Anna Meyer with me as usual, live from Chicago or Arlington Heights,
Yeah.
wherever Josh lives. And Josh is
It's great as Chicago. Yeah.
yes,
I
and
get to
Josh,
pay Cook County taxes, so I got that going for me.
and Josh Pop, and then some special guests tonight. I got King Bashman himself, Jeff. Welcome, and becoming a legend in the community, Cave Geek Art Kafir Mendel.
Yeah.
Good evening.
All hail.
good evening.
How's everyone doing? So who's the fashion? Look at that! Look what Alex just said. Who's the fashion model in the white shirt? Just like yes. Thank you, Alex, for pointing that out. I pointed that out as well. So very cool.
Our resident.
I know. I got
patient.
too many screens going on in Antiquitous, Alex, and of course, there's like all this last minute stuff coming up right now. So if I appear distracted, it's hard to keep an eye on chat. I'm sorry, because of course, it starts tomorrow basically for us.
Well, for a lot of you. Quick question.
Mhm.
What time? When is everyone getting there? I'm Wednesday morning. Kafir.
Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning
No.
as well.
Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Ish.
Ish.
Yeah. Okay. That's what it seems to be like. A lot of us are getting there. And Josh is. Josh and Anna, I'm assuming, are going to drive out there
Yeah, we
tomorrow.
will get there tomorrow morning. Yeah.
That's good.
Anna's an overachiever, so she's just
Oh, well,
she's got a
now I had no choice. So yeah. Mhm.
Scott Wampler's guy got the truck of stuff there already. It just arrived 5 minutes ago. So we're starting unloading at 9 a.m. in the morning. I will be showing up with Spunky Dunker's Donuts. And
What the hell's a Spunky Dunker?
I've never heard of it before.
legendary donut.
I know what Tim Hortons is. I have no idea what a Spunky Dunker
Spunky
is.
Dunker.
I know what Krispy Kremes are. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Delicious is what they are.
I made your tongue.
They're famous donuts.
Okay. Yeah.
Save it. Will they like stay for like 3 days until Wednesday?
I doubt it. I
Okay,
doubt they'll
but they look
survive
great.
the hour.
Okay.
Anyone who knows them will immediately fall upon them like locusts upon a field of wheat.
Yes.
That's
What?
poetry right there.
Mike, you're welcome to come on, man. I mean, yeah, you know, you're
Yeah,
more than
Mike's
welcome to
not
hop
here?
on. Yeah,
Come
Mike.
on here.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah,
Mike's-
Mike can.
we got a slot. We got a
Rip
slot
on
now
me.
that Anna and Josh are together. We got a whole
Yeah,
slot.
exactly. We need more people.
So
here.
hour two, we'll have Chuck Cumbo and a person who's never been on a stream ever at Curtis Cable.
Oh.
Yes, live from San Francisco, because Curtis is coming with his friend. I just want to see a long term veteran of Gary Con. So
And virtual Gary Con.
and virtual Gary Con,
We
absolutely.
gamed in a virtual Zeb Cook game together for the first. That's how I met him.
Oh, that's cool.
Was that the Boot Hill game, or am I thinking of something
No,
else? Oh, that was a hang. Okay.
That was the we were hoping for. I'll let him tell a story. It's funny.
All right, good. Yeah, definitely. I want to hear that. I want to hear that. So there's a lot of stuff up in the air, everyone knows. And that is, can we stream or not? I know we can, and I've gotten a permission to. Hey, Adam, but will it work? So we'll find that out as I test along, but we can talk about that as we go. Hey, Bones, so Troy, Troy's sending you a message in Discord. He asked you.
I think he's screwing with me right now.
Oh, is he? Oh, that's messed up. So.
Oh, that one. Yes. Anna and I were reviewing and talking about it, and it's beautiful, right? I mean, it's gorgeous. Cover art for Leonard Lakofka's module that we are, trying to wrap up. And,
Oh my gosh, really? Oh, thank God.
Like professionally done cover art instead of that.
Good.
Right. The picture of the
Ravages of the Mind. Yeah.
Yeah, Pacific Northwest woods, and I just kept hitting the cartoonifying button.
Right.
And
Hey, he's honest.
but it was a picture of a friend of mine took, so it was like, I'm like, look, I don't want to get in trouble. People get me paranoid around here about IP, and I don't know. I'm not an attorney. I don't even play one on TV, and so and I just mashed the cartoonify
Are you
button
worried
until
that your friends might sue you?
no, because he gave me permission. I
Oh,
in
okay,
an
then,
email.
then you should have no problem. Yeah.
He's
Never
the one
judge a
that
book
sent
by
that
its
email.
cover
My
is
boss
the
is
biggest
fine.
lie
Oh,
when
gotcha.
it comes to RPG products.
Yeah.
What's that?
Never judge a book by its cover is the biggest lie when it comes to RPG products. Like,
Mhm.
always judge a book by its cover.
Absolutely.
Spend money on your covers.
Absolutely.
So
That's what
Troy
Carlos is.
made a whole bunch of
right there.
arrangements, and because Troy's got his own project that is. The more I say his name, I can hear it. Did you hear that?
So, Josh.
You want another month?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yep.
Josh, your daughter's poking her head out, and like when I put my
I'm
thumb up, she's
aware.
putting-
Oh,
This is awesome.
She's
So-
lens bugging
You guys are all going to see her there. She's got a badge and everything.
Exactly. She would be at the con too. So this
Oh,
is
that's
You
awesome.
might see her registration. My wife might be like, "I'm going to the spa. You can have the kids."
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
try
Oh
and
my
come get
gosh.
your badge. And she'll be like, "Can I
yeah,
help
she'll
you?"
be at the con. So this is her episode too.
So I am scrolling through Kafir's great map, and I'm gonna pump that up and maximize it shortly as it rolls through.
I mean, I could just do a show and tell with the actual map if you want.
you
Ooh,
could,
that
but the
would-
problem is if you share your screen, you're gonna the whole thing
No,
will
you can just
explode.
pull
But
it up
I will
from-
maximize
Dave's
it on a
not-
screen, and
Dave's
then yeah.
technical skills.
No, I don't have to to share my
low
screen.
explosion.
I can just switch cameras and just move the camera around.
We can. Well, that's true.
That's up to you.
That's true. We can do this too. Watch. I don't know if it's gonna work. Of course I do. I'm lying.
Oh, look at that
There you
fancy
go.
animation.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we got Melissa's thing, and then watch. I just. Zoop.
Zoop.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. So let's.
But that's a low res.
Oh my gosh, man. Yes. Yeah, through there. So, very kind of you, Kafir, to donate this, and Rob Phantom is very excited about all the work here. So, any challenges you had with this?
Well, the biggest challenge is that I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I mean, as far as Greyhawk, goes, right? Because if you don't know anything about the world, you can't make a map of it. So that was the biggest challenge. Was the design in the beginning, is that beginning phase of first finding someone who knows what they're talking about, which was you, as it turned out.
Yeah.
I did have somebody else, and they said, yeah, I'll look at it.
Thanks.
I'll try to, and they didn't have time, I guess. And then I reached out to you, and you were like all over it. So that was great. Yeah, and then figuring out which places will go on the map. That's you made that easy. To people who don't know, so what I did, the way I kind of approach the maps, because I don't like to make maps too busy, I have to skirt the line between art and functional map. So what I asked Jay was for a list of 30 locations, whether they are cities, castles, just important special places of interest, whatever, but 30 locations, 10 of which are critical to be on the map. They have to be on the map. No self-respecting map of that area will exclude them. 10 of them are important, but if you have 2 locations that are right next to each other and the critical one is there and an important one there, you'll go with the critical ones, stuff like that. And then 10 that are cool to have but are not necessary. And those are mostly for filling in spaces where, if you have a kind of a dead spot in the map, we can do that. There's probably still room for more locations on this map, but I stopped at what, 21 out of the 30?
Yeah, which is good. I mean,
we just kind of ran out of time.
Yeah, but it's awesome, and I will admit I snuck one of my own on there. So
you did.
Yes, yeah. I did. I had it's my Persian flaw in it. So but we have.
Well, no, that's good, because I actually like to have things like that in a map that are unusual or little secrets that tell a story. One of the challenges was with the places that were not like a coat of arms. So right there with
Temple
the Temple of
Elemental
Evil,
Evil,
the Hamlet, that's the moat house, right?
Put like Thrommel's arms on.
Stop! Don't start, Josh.
Vampire Thrommels?
Oh my gosh, he's starting already. Yeah, an Easter egg, exactly, Bones. So you're right.
Painting tiny versions of those locations.
You go, Anna. Dragon
was difficult.
Yeah, cool.
Because I wanted to paint them in ways that'll make them iconic. So those dragons are tough. Like the green dragon was a difficult because it's on a green background. So it's a little harder to see.
It makes it an Easter egg then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. The Doom Grinder is kind of an interesting one to make, because it's technically
you have it kind of in motion, like plowing.
Yeah, there's a whole battery spinning. No.
Yeah.
But it's like on its way plowing down on Greyhawk City.
Yeah, well, no, stop. That doesn't happen. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it does.
No,
I mean in canon.
No, it doesn't. It never happens in canon. It never happens in canon. No.
Maybe your table. Maybe your table.
Stop.
Unshot first.
Wait,
wrong.
Wrong fandom, Cave.
Yeah. So it's awesome, Kafir. It's really awesome. And look, you got Robbler's Ruins, Robbler's Castle. You got Tensor's Keep up here.
I tried to put I'm pretty proud of Greyhawk Castle Ruins, because that's the one that's closest to the cover.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's about half an inch wide and maybe 3/4 of an inch tall there. So
I see some like monsters coming off the front, just like in WG7.
Oh my
Wait,
god!
what?
Don't listen to him.
It was fantastic. Yeah.
You'll never ever want to come on.
And
the
I
show
wanted to
ever
get
again.
Anna in there, so I put she gave me the Geographic
He
Society.
asked for
I love that. I love that too. I love that too.
Yeah, so they
down
put
here.
that. So yeah, Kfir put that down there. So it's
Yeah,
kinda
etched
cool.
in.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. It's awesome.
Beauty.
So that's Anna. That's because without Anna, I mean, Anna, what didn't you design like a lot of those? A lot of those symbols, coats of arms?
Yeah, I
yeah.
designed some of them and refined some of the others, and
Yeah.
also the Hardby is Brian Bloomclots.
Yes, this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yep.
one's Brian Blumklotz. Some of these are in canon from the original.
Yeah, some of them are canon, and some of them I've refined.
One's mine.
tweaked a bit.
The House Just Drool. That one over there is mine.
Mhm.
So
I refined the one with the blue and white stripes. You know,
Narwhal.
It took a lot
Narwhal,
of
yeah.
Yeah,
it took a
narwhal.
lot of skill.
Narwhal head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
The crosswalk.
yeah, but it is. Thank you, Ron. It is awesome, and so
I'll
Tell
Overall, I
us-
think
the
there
map.
are. Yeah, what?
It's outside the map. Yeah.
tell us how the audience can get this outside of just having just this one done on leather.
Well, you can come to GaryCon first of all. So I will have prints at GaryCon of two kinds. I usually sell my prints in two different kinds. They're all going to be the same size. Well, I have two different sizes and two different types of paper. So the small one, the mini maps, are just a kind of a 6x8 sort of little print, and then the large ones are meant to be in an 18x24 frame. And there's an enhanced matte paper, which is a nice smooth matte paper that's thick paper. And then there's the fine art paper, which is watercolor paper. And that one I actually will go over and add some details to. So in that one, I can't show you through the camera because all of it is packed in the car
No
for
problem.
GaryCon.
So,
Yeah.
But in that one, I added some silver and gold to the actual title to kind of make it fancy by
Awesome.
hand.
how many?
So you can come to GaryCon. After GaryCon, I will when I recover from
Yeah.
GaryCon, I will add them to my website, which is cavegeekart.com. So you'll be able to get prints from there.
Awesome, fantastic. And just note, and we'll talk about this upcoming. Am I gonna hit a wrong button here?
Yeah.
Yep, I almost did. So our Friday seminar, which we'll talk about, Kafir, hopefully you can leave your booth.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know.
I will probably not be at my booth at least half the time.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
and hopefully we will have Darlene on that seminar as well. She wanted to come. She wasn't sure about the schedule conflict. So
Wow.
bar that, we will have Darlene there as well.
That's fantastic, and that'll be
so
4
there's
p.m.
it's not a guarantee yet. We have to work out the schedule, but it seems to hopefully will work.
Cool.
So yeah.
Hopefully we'll be able to live stream this, but at worst I'm going to record it with my equipment.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
Josh has a t-shirt on, so now you're part of the Slav Squat Squad with that officially. So well, just love the here. Let me. I like the angle on this one here, just showing it at that angle. It's pretty
Yeah.
neat. The Greyhawk.
You can see that it's 3D. It's
Yeah.
even more 3D
Yeah,
than it
it's
was.
really
My
cool.
original map was not that good in 3D.
Yeah,
So
and that's a wonderful thing. It's going to be
Yeah.
awesome. That it's going to be in the community, and someone
Yeah.
who's a big Greyhawk person in the community. I'm excited. I'm excited about going there and hanging. So, Kafir, what are you doing there
What am I doing at GaryCon?
besides? Are you being in any games?
Oh, hold on. Before he starts, you know that side angle kind of reminded me. Did you ever
Oh,
get those
go for it.
like topographical map
Nice. Check
kits when
next.
in like the late 70s,
Yeah.
early 80s, where you build the layers and stuff
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
Oh, I never
This
heard
kind of
of this.
reminds me of like looking at it from an angle like that.
It's pretty cool. It's really, yeah. It's
Sorry, Kafir.
super.
No, it's fine.
super
Cool. I
cool.
never
And-
heard of those.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into them.
we did live here back then. So yeah. So we
Yeah.
never heard of it.
You know, I
Oh,
probably
I
first
lived in
found them
the
like in
80s.
like National Geographic or like
Oh, that's
Boys
cool.
Life magazine, which was the Scout magazine.
Awesome.
I don't know.
So,
Well, I'll have a booth at GaryCon with prints and original maps and stuff. I don't plan on being at the booth a whole lot.
that's good to hear.
So if you come to my booth and you want to talk to me and I'm not there, just leave your name and number or something, and I'll text you when I get back.
Yeah,
Or find me somewhere else. I don't have a whole lot of game. Because as vendors, we are silver badge holders, so we get access to games the last, right? With the simple masses, and then I am lazy and procrastinated even further. So a lot of the games are all filled up. So I have actually right before our what do you call it? Seminar? Panel? I don't know.
Seminar. It'll be yeah.
Right.
Seminar
Right before our thing,
on Friday.
I have a Snarf Quest game with Jamie Chambers. And
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, there's a spot, because he posted on Facebook that he had 2 spots left. I'm done. And then Alyssa jumps into the comments and goes, hey, just so you remember, Our seminar is right after that. Luckily, it does not actually conflict. It's literally
Perfect.
I'll have to get
you're
out of
there
the room and
3
run.
to 5 minutes. You're there. It's okay. Trust me. It's
So
fine.
there's that. I always try to catch a couple of the seminars that are on like the business side of things, like running a Kickstarter or things like that, just to see what I can learn from good things. There's one, I think Zach and Skeeter are doing one, and I think there's another one I forget. There's the Gary Gygax movie I wanted to go check out. There's a couple of showings of that.
Yeah.
And those are, that's one of the things that I could miss if something else comes up. We have a couple of just private games, friends hanging out that are kind of scheduled. There's a lot of drinking. I know I owe Bashman a drink. He owes me a drink. There's
Nice.
a bunch of random encounters probably that happen.
Those are some of the best at conventions.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I will probably jump in on a Fate of the Norns game.
Oh, that's awesome.
At some point. If you don't know Fate of the Norns, it's the what's the company? Pendlehaven. Andrew, I don't know his last name. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah, but it's a great game. You play Vikings during Ragnarok, and Andrew usually runs almost non-stop games at a table for the entire time, the entire duration of the con. He's a machine, and he will sit there and run games just continuously, and people just jump in and out. And I have some really fun stories from Gary Con and Gamehole. Just walking past the table and seeing an empty seat and just sitting down and playing with them, and it's awesome. It's a ton of fun.
They ran a bunch of games at virtual Gary Con, including with Ed Greenwood, who I think is a storyteller for some of the material there. And
they just released something with
and Bow, and I think Jeff, you were hanging out with them and everybody, and kind of like a little after gather hangouty thing, and they were just just talking about Fate of the Norns. It was fun.
Yeah, they're fun people. They're good people. The game is a lot of fun. And I didn't take a spot in it because I know that he doesn't mind people coming in and out of the game. So I didn't want to take a spot of somebody else who might be like really want to play the game and hasn't played it before. Other than that, I don't know. I'm gonna just walk around and see if I can find interesting things to do.
There will be a ton of interesting things to do, I think. I'm excited. Just don't let Josh tell. I'll be right back at the front desk if he asks you.
Press X to doubt.
You just stay here and for a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
Exactly. I know,
and that's the last you'll see of me.
So no, the giveaways tonight: $25 gift certificate to Troller Games. This is at minimum, and a Mike Disney signed overboard print. So the two. Okay. Ooh. All right. So those two. Yes, and that's good. That's excellent. So those are the two. Chuck will be on in an hour too. So I've kind of ignored Jeff here, King Bashman, but because when I asked him his question, I felt bad afterwards, and I said to him at Discord, I go, "So are you going to just to be like Jimmy Duffy's errand boy, or are you going to have fun too?" Right? I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Because I know Duff's gonna have it hard.
Yeah, I was just kind of quiet because how do you follow up with that map?
You follow with the Kickstarter that
yes, and we're gonna
there you go.
So
Jeff, I told you I would forget about it.
Yes, link in whenever you want to link that in the chat. Please do.
I will. We're still working on a couple of things and got some potential like partnerships to finish ironing out for that. We were originally hoping for a start this coming Tuesday, but then I remembered Gary Con is next week, and I was like, "Yeah, that ain't happening." We'll do it after. So, once the Kickstarter actually goes live, I'll shoot the links out for it to everybody that wants it.
Well, if you want to put out a preview one, you can too. Please do, Jeff, tonight, just so people can understand. We'll talk about what you're doing. So, what are you looking for? Like, do you have any highlights of what you're looking forward to this week coming up?
Well, this year, I'm going up there, kind of, I guess, more of a helper with the Cohn and Prater and Riffs, Matt and Duffy's deal, helping them out with that kind of stuff. And like Cave said, it's kind of in between doing, responsible adult things, being an irresponsible adult and spending money and, having con beverages at night. Honestly, I mean, because I had a lot of things going on last year and the beginning of this year, I was still kind of unsure up until almost the last minute if I was 100% for sure going to be able to make it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I didn't bother with getting a badge, taking care of all the rooms and travel and all that stuff until I knew for certain that I would be able to go, which kind of not a smart move on my part, but also at the same time, I didn't want to myself get my hopes up and then, have to relinquish everything type situation. So I haven't really signed up for a whole lot of games because like Cave said, a lot of them are filled up and everything. I've got a couple of, I guess what you would call private games with friends and
cool
other things that we're going to do. But honestly, man, I'm just looking forward to getting back to physical GaryCon and seeing everybody in person again. That's really what I'm looking forward to.
That is a great point, Anna. Why don't you talk about your that when you're traveling? You said that's a great point about getting out first time in 2 years.
Yeah, for me, it's like the first time I leave my home area in 2 years. I've been walking around the neighborhood, hiking the hills. That's the only thing I've done, and grocery shopping once a week for 2 years. So this is like vacation now. It's awesome. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Vacation.
We're breathing each other's air.
Oh yeah. I'm already contaminated now, so yeah. Yeah.
Well,
and I probably brought a lot of stuff on the way here too. So yeah.
Contaminated by that guy right next to you, but that's all right. Mm-hmm. So we're all, I hear about this con crud. I guess that's a real thing.
Well, now the whole world got con crud. The old gamers now. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Jeff, as far as are you going to be down at the other building a lot where they're doing a lot of the live streams?
I will be back and forth because I believe the majority of the work is taking place down there at the correct me,
Cascades.
Yeah, or the Timber or wherever it's at the spot.
Yeah, Timber Ridge Lodge, Cascade.
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Yeah, Jay's got the map. I saw.
Yeah. All right. So let's.
Yeah.
By the way, John Blue Box, thank you.
Yeah.
Crazy amount of niceties there. So
yeah, I didn't get an invite to the special game that Jay's running. Jeff, how come I didn't?
Jeff, what special game am I running?
I mean, you've got a T-shirt, and
oh my gosh! Oh man! I couldn't have just him as the only Slav squad member to not have a T-shirt, So, but I don't want him.
Yes, you could.
I don't want him to model it for me.
Yeah, because it keeps him up at night.
Yeah,
I get it.
All right, so
I've gotten that feedback from him before about stuff like that.
John,
don't wear that again. It's too distracting.
All right, John did a great. We're gonna have a third giveaway. Okay, thanks to John. And look at that, we're at 177% of the level 5 hype train already. So, all right, you can't see me. We're gonna have to wait a couple minutes here. These are going through. Holy jeez. So, that may be it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, special games. I know there's an open room for it, and here's the map. And this is the Alyssa Fade map, and I think it's here, North Shore.
That's the Alyssa Fade map. What
Open, it says open gaming.
It's the coolest convention map ever, I think. Yeah.
What are you talking? The Cascades? That's way in the bottom.
No, open gaming, North Shore. That's what it says right here. This is on the main level,
yeah.
near the Adventures League.
Well, it's all like open gaming, right?
Well, this is specifically this room area. I thought, is this a hall?
Right.
I guess that's a hallway, isn't it?
Yeah, it pretty much is.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a very wide hallway.
Also, the lawns are not lawns; they're just rooms.
Yeah. There is no grass in this room.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Nearby
Well,
is Lake
they're
Lawn Lodge.
So note anyone who was going to be up here in this grand suite, where both of our seminars were, they got moved. All right, and I will share with you where they went.
Yeah, you mentioned something. I haven't checked. Where
They got moved to conference rooms, like normal conference rooms. So
Yeah.
We'll make sure everyone knows.
It
where.
might not be a terrible thing.
Well,
see.
yeah, it may be a little cozy, as the
They
word
kind of
that I was told.
technically
Yeah.
conference. So yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Josh and I are in the same room there, Patrick. Yes, Anna's in New York.
Now we have proof.
Yeah.
They're not
I
the
mean,
same.
Yeah,
Chicago.
no.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not in New York. Yeah, exactly. I'm at Josh's place in Chicago. So yeah,
Yeah.
I arrived here last night. So yeah. Or
So-
last afternoon.
So there's not everything. This map is also here's the Merchants Hall over here. And I know there's a whole bunch of connections and stuff. They tried to make it so. And here's the main map of the area, the main lodge.
Yeah, the vendor hall is there. Is a completely different location.
Down the
Yeah.
forum in the back over here.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
It's a lot more of a walk.
Yeah, I heard that not a lot of people are happy about that, but we're going to keep this a positive discussion tonight.
But they did put all the artists are going to be there. The GaryCon merch booth is there, so
You can
It's
go look
gonna-
at the layout
Yeah, maybe
on TTE right now. Everyone can.
Yeah. So that's kind of a little bit of a good thing that all the vendors and they used to be spread out in a couple of rooms previous cons. So in
Oh,
that
that's
way, it might
good.
be a good thing. Yeah, they used to be in separate rooms. Like the artist had a separate little room, and then most of the vendors were in another room. And now if they're all in one, that might be be better. I don't know.
Thanks, Patrick.
in 2020 they had a plan to take the if you zoom in on that big black area,
Up here?
it's kind of a service area.
Oh, the in between.
Yeah,
on
the in
on
between.
right
No,
there.
in the map to the right.
Yeah.
Go to the right.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that black.
That used to be a
I remember
storage
seeing that.
area, right? That was just
Well,
storage.
it's actually service. There's a service corridor and like the kitchen-ish, not a kitchen area, but it's like there's
Oh, let me
storage
write.
and
I
all
gotta
kinds-
take some notes.
So they were going to actually connect the Maple Lawn A, B, and C to the Adventurers League, which was the vendor hall,
Yeah.
and they were going to connect that with a hallway, kind of making the hallway out of pipe and drape,
That would be
and have
cool,
kind of
yeah.
both those areas connected together. That was the plan for 2020, and I guess
Ah, and they did
that changed.
Yeah.
Well, we all know how that went.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is there going to be custom D&D food? Max asks Josh. That's a good question.
Yes, there is. So
There is a menu.
Is rolling out the updates to the menu that where you can go to the food service areas to get food. DMs will, in order to get at their food, unfortunately, there was just not enough time for the hotel to switch. Once it was kind of not. No, it was. Let's just say it wasn't. And to go back to DM table service, which is something that Luke was, he was really broken up about, because he looks at the DMs and the special guests as well, whatever. So you're gonna have to go to the GM lounge to pick up your food.
Is it the lack of table service this time? Is it a COVID thing or
It was
what?
the hotel drew a line through it. They said we can't do this, and that was back when we were setting COVID policies and things like that. And right at the last minute, they're like, we might be able to, and then and there was discussions, but it was so late in the game, they needed like 30 to 45 days to kind of get that together. Let's see. So it was not going to work out really. To change things up there. So
But that's okay.
GM Lounge this year, and next year, hopefully, if there is another rise and fall, that will be toward a lull, and we will just, we're going to try and make sure that gets back in. We're doing our best.
Doing their best, and just note there's been some behind the scenes things that challenges for everyone, and it seems like everyone's doing a good job, and it's happening, and that's the good thing. Is it hasn't happened the last 2 years; it's just been virtual, and it's happening in person. So that's a great thing. All right, 3 giveaways now. So we got $25 gift certificate controller games. Mike Disney signed Overgord print. Your choice of 2. Either, and if you have both, then we'll go with the second group. Either these 2, Treasure's Adventure Begins, and then your choice of one of these 3. Cult of the Reptile God, Silver Key, Temple, Tower, and Tomb. So, all right, you get 2 of those. So we'll double shot them so that all three giveaways are roughly the same equivalent in dollar value. Sound like a plan?
I just read Curtis's Real Genius call out to what Kiefer was talking about with the pipe and drape pass-through tunnel. Laszlo Hollifeld living in there, right? Because Laszlo Hollifeld was living in the steam tunnels in Real Genius. He was the guy that won all the
yeah, because he kept on doing it. Was Frito-Lay or whatever, and he did I'm going to win 80% of all the prizes.
Yeah, you remember?
Come on, Real Genius is awesome. Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
So here's a little tidbit about Real Genius. Val Kilmer had a younger brother. Was he younger or older? I think he was like a year younger than him, and he died. He had epileptic issues, and he died real young age. But he was a real genius, and that's kind of how the name came. And in his room, in that movie, or a lot of his works are on those walls, are actually his brother's works in that movie on the wall. There you go. Cool. I learned that in the Kill Val movie that he just did last year. So that was a pretty interesting thing. Just a little tidbit. So I got a question. Where's my Grand Geneva Club room? It's not on the map. I don't even know where it is.
You didn't talk to Alyssa.
I have to say, Alyssa, where is it?
Yeah, you didn't like her bad enough.
Oh my gosh! No, but here's the Chop House all evolved. There's a dance club. The dance club looks small. Is it small?
They have a
No, it's everything is not to scale. It's
No.
Yeah, because I was like pointing out.
All right. Okay.
It's much bigger.
Yeah, the building is definitely
okay.
It takes a few minutes to get from one point to another.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Wait, Jay, this is your first GaryCon?
In person, yes.
Who, me?
Yes. And Josh.
Oh, really?
It's his
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every staff meeting, everyone gets a big laugh. As you all know. Oh, wait, except Josh.
Yeah.
They hired you, and you've never been to GaryCon.
I've been to
He's
GaryCon.
been on the staff longer than yeah.
This is my third GaryCon.
Yeah, he's been staff. I've been in person, and here you've been in person.
Me and Bao and Jay and everybody.
Yeah,
and
we're veterans.
5? Wow.
Yeah, Bashman's the veteran.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make Bones laugh. Yes, Bones. I am an electric slide aficionado. How's that sound?
Ooh.
That shows how old I am. Yeah. Thank you, Patrick, for that gift sub. So,
hey man, before stream, I was talking about Meatloaf today. So I mean,
yes, I knew it was the old Playboy Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, it's true. Tim in there. Yes.
Con 10 was at the Playboy Club. That was the year it was only at the Playboy Club because you had a lot of parents dropping their children off saying, "Where am I taking? What is this? I'm dropping my 14-year-old son off at the Playboy Club? No."
Oh man,
and 14-year-old me would have been ecstatic,
right?
Yeah, I mean, my gosh, can you imagine? That would have been a bomb back then. But hey, no, yeah. So I'm thinking about bringing my son when he turns 14. So all right, I'm gonna throw my new buddy Todd Stashwick, who I'm playing in this game. We'll talk about that shortly. Is bringing his 14-year-old daughter. I'm thinking 14 may be a good age. Now my son's 11, almost 12, so maybe 2 to 3 years I'll bring him.
I'm bringing my 9-year-old daughter and 11-year-old son this year and making them work.
That's child. You know what the fuck?
You guys heard that?
Yeah.
We heard it.
That was awesome. Oh my gosh, that was funny. She's laughing.
Time to earn your keep. Now go.
So as we're talking, if someone has a question about Greyhawk or my campaign or something going on in the community, just ask, and we'll throw that in as we're talking here too. So wow. So 5 times bash. How many times you go on, Kafir? How many?
2 in person.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I think it was 2018 and 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anna, how many?
Yeah, because I was there both times you were there. So yeah,
Yeah.
I met you at 2.
I was going in 19, and then I won a sales award for my company, and it was the same weekend.
Ah, okay.
And it was in
that's when you.
it was in Captiva Isle, Florida. It was,
Mhm.
you know, and I was like,
Yeah.
I got to go to that. So it was
Yeah, and
unfortunate.
I went that.
Did you pick up seashells while you were there?
My wife's not into that shit. Sorry.
Sanibel and Captiva.
She tried. Yeah,
Covered.
I know.
Yourself.
They flow in from.
Covered.
I know. They flow in from the what do you call it? Gulf of Mexico and all.
Orinoco flow.
Yeah, and she you get
Okay.
those
Oh,
pink
yeah.
seashells. Yeah, worth. Yeah, I know. We were there. You know, always there on the beach hanging out. So my mind cannot wrap around Anna in a different background. Tim.
Well, Tim, you have to. Yeah.
Tim yesterday didn't kill anyone. Aged Patrick's character 30 years. He went from 16 to 46. Aged all the characters but Alex's.
So Patrick can buy for the group now.
Yeah.
3rd level characters, and he put a ghost up against them. Now, how nuts is that? That's
Wow.
Tim for you.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I love it.
I missed the D&D session last night because I had to pack all day for Gary Con,
Yeah, I was-
and my DM texts me in the evening and says, "Oh, you leveled up." Oh, fuck. No, what happened, or recap, or
Yeah.
anything. Just
Oh,
all right,
group
just level up your
Just
character.
level up.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Better check
I
again.
always
There
miss
might be
it.
another text that says, "Oh, and you died."
Mhm.
Right.
That's
Every session I miss, the group levels up.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes, you know. So does your DM do joint experience where he doesn't want to have them separate at different levels?
He just does I think he just does milestones.
Okay,
you know,
milestones
when
fine. Yeah. Yeah.
That way he can kind of tell the story the way he wants to without.
Yeah, that's really cool. So
Yeah, in my campaign, I started off because I've been running Tales from the Yawning Portal, and all 5 of my players are familiar with D&D through 5th edition. So a lot of the old school and classic modules that are in Tales from the Yawning Portal, they've heard the names, they heard some of the I guess the fame or notoriety around them, but they have never played them. And so I told them, I was like, just to let you all know, these old school modules, even in 5th edition, are brutal. And I am an evil bastard DM, and I will kill you.
awesome.
And they were like, yeah, bring it on. We want the grit. We want that. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I was for a while. If and when your character died, your replacement character came in at the same level, but at the fresh start of that level. So if you were almost to level 7 and you died, your next character came in as a fresh level 6. And I did that for a little bit, but then I also got tired of every single week having to update all of my overlays and do all the Photoshop work stuff. So I said, all right, cool. We're gonna forget that. Everybody's just at the same progression path because I'm lazy.
So a question on killing PCs real quick. Does it feel bad when you do it? Because I know
No, because 99% of the time it's something they did anyway.
Okay. All right.
Now I joke around about like, okay, here's the thing. I myself, the person, does not sit down at the table with the sole intention of killing your player character.
That's good.
That being said,
Yeah.
I don't pull punches. I don't fudge dice rolls. If I roll a crit in a boss fight, you are getting hit with that boss crap ton of damage.
Yeah.
and you know, and beyond that, it's 90% of it all comes down to the dice roll. It's like you want to try and have an epic, cool, acrobatic type moment where you do a flippity flip crap whatever over the lava pit and do something crazy. Sure, go for it, man. Roll the dice. Oh, you rolled a 2. Well, you do all this cool stuff, but you didn't clear it and you fall into the lava. And I don't know what to tell you. You know, like,
Well, you're not getting raised from that. But it sounds like I know when a lot of people in 5th edition or other editions say, "Well, they killed my character." I mean, the good thing about old school is it's pretty easy to get raised from the dead, right? Right?
yeah, and it is in 5th edition too. And I know a lot of the I guess critiques or criticisms with 5th edition is how the death mechanic is kind of null and void to an extent because there's so many ways to prevent it. But there's still raised dead, there's still revivify, there's still resurrection. I mean, if your character dies, you can still come back. It might not be immediate. You still got to play through that part of the game, but
You might come back as a centaur.
yeah, or that.
Yes, or a lizard man, right?
Or a
Like
lizard
Phoebus.
man, or anything else on that table for the druids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But that also means that you can have much tougher adventure in 5e. You can kill off half the party, have near TPK 3-4 times, and they still come back, and then you can hit them with more, and then that makes the adventure fun. You don't kill them, but you can have near TPKs several times in 5e. So if you look at the rules from that perspective, that means that you can push really hard, and when a couple of players are down counting, then meaning in 1st edition, as a DM, you can almost accidentally wipe out the whole party by a few missed rolls. In 5e, you can okay, now 2/3 of the party are unconscious and on death saves. Then you know that, okay, I might hold back the next boss, so to speak.
No, I just let him die.
So in that way, in the DM, it's kind of cool because the rules allows for a lot of, you can push the limit really far. It gives you as a DM signals that the party can't handle it long before the party starts dying, and then you can kind of push, because I think one of the key factors in this, that character death can, as long as it's a cool, interesting addition to the story, I think I think is a critical point. Not letting a character just die because of a stupid die roll or something, but as long as it's a cool, interesting part of the story, I think the player can accept it, and it becomes even legendary, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's a critical, that's a distinction. So as a DM, you should forge that moment carefully but quickly, so to speak. So when it's starting to go down the rails, you need to come up with a cool way of making that death an interesting giving part that gives a key part of the story. If you can do that and weave that into it, it can even become legendary, so to speak, really quickly.
No, absolutely. Case in point too, believe it or not, the first TPK with that group, and I say TPK and I'm using air quotes because we kind of narratively had to come up with a way to continue the story at that point, was in White Plume Mountain. They went to the aquarium, and spoilers for those that haven't played it. I mean, the module's only older than I am, but if you don't know,
it's older than all of us.
Yeah. But you know the room that has the aquarium with all the animals in it, that particular room. They went in that room, and of course somebody decided to cast shatter on the safe and broke all the creatures out. So then they had to deal with that battle, and it wasn't like over in 2 rounds, but like they weren't in like super amount of danger through that fight. Like they handled it like champs. And then they go into the following room, deal with whatever happens in there, and get their hands on Black Razor. Cool. Awesome, guys. I can't believe you did it. I'm surprised you made it through.
Awesome.
Cool. And then they immediately go from there to the part where Sir Bluto and the evil knights ambush them. TPK. Just wipes them out. So then the next group that comes to rescue the ones that weren't completely killed outright, right? Have to deal with the remaining knights that weren't killed and Sir Bluto, who now has all of their gear, including Black Razor.
Yep.
So-
But then you could
that
tune
battle
it that,
was
yeah, but you can tune it that Black Racer was part of causing all the bad luck for the party and stuff. So you can
Those kind of
Absolutely.
scaling on the bad guy side, it's only happened to me once or twice. We had a wipe in Dreadwood once, but it was half the group. The other half was back at the base. So the other half of the base went out looking for their bodies. So that's fun when it happens to your group, but there's other members left. Really, yeah, definitely. So,
you're supposed to ask me about.
shall we?
You in too much of a hurry?
Speaking of
Oh,
old
okay.
things,
Old things, yes.
speaking of old things, I
No.
just heard about it. All the I don't know if all of them,
Clarify.
but
Yeah.
a lot of them, the classic gold box D&D RPGs,
Yep.
the computer games are
Steam.
all coming to Steam like now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They should be there now. So
that's
that's
awesome.
exciting.
Especially if you like to watch a bunch of Adiugs mold all that crap in that. Which one was that? Was that Pool Radiance? And they're all in that one room, and like there's 4 of them. Oh gosh, those were the days. The gold-
Yeah, Cade, did you ever play this like D&D based computer game? I think it was called Baldur's Gate.
God damn. We just finished Baldur's Gate 2 after 2 years.
I know. I
on
was
my
lurking
channel.
on that stream.
I love Baldur's Gate too. Love it.
Yeah,
It's my
I love
favorite
that
Which one
RPG
had
of
Boo
all
and
time.
Minsk?
What's
Or is
that?
that Planescape? What am I thinking
That's
of?
Minsk. Yeah, that's Minsk. Go for the eyes. That's
Nice.
Minsk.
Go for the
Baldur's
eyes,
Gate
Boo.
too.
Go for the eyes.
My character ended up having a kid with the one with her wings ripped off. What was her name? Oh my gosh.
Now you're
Oh,
thinking about your
wow.
adventures
Baldur's Gate
you ran.
Yeah. Eerie or whatever her name was.
Yeah,
Oh, the
Iridium or
Pyrenees?
something like that.
Yeah. And then the great part
Yeah,
about
Cave.
the edition,
Yeah.
the edition
Yeah.
has you fight Demogorgon in the add-on, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So,
In the Paizo Adventure Path for Age of Worms?
no, we're talking about Baldur's
No,
Gate 2.
Baldur's Gate 2.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
in the Paizo Adventure Path for Age of Worms, you wind up going to Zeech's city, right?
Yeah, no, we're
What's
talking about
that?
something.
Alastair.
Josh is
And
lost.
then, and he's got a retinue of Pyrenees as his kind of like Secret Service / enforcer special forces group. And then later on, oh no, then I'm thinking of the other Paizo Adventure Path. That's the
Okay.
one that you fight them.
Josh is off on another tangent again here.
Yeah, but
So-
I was thinking about
That's Savage
Aarakocra that lost there, or
No,
there
it was Airy. It was Airy was the one in the NPC. The NPCs were so
Okay.
well done in that. All right, here is my itinerary I'm sharing for you. So if you have a stalker, now you know where I'm going to be everywhere for Gary Con. So we start off. I'm DMing Horror in the Holes. Curtis is one of them in there. Thank you. I think sold out. One of the first events to sell out. I quickly, boom. I have 5 on the wait list for it. Thank you so very much for that. And then 3. This is all Central Time, by the way. 3 p.m. Central Time. We have our Legends and Lore. The next day, Valley of the Dead. And that is Tom Tullis, Fat Dragon Games' adventure. I got in that. So luckily, I got into that one. And then we have
Nice.
Thursday evening, Thursday at 4. I'm sorry, Friday at 4, we have the fancy mapping show where Kafir will be in, and that would be cool. If Darlene was there too, that would be really cool.
Mhm.
So, but we're going to have a good show there. Saturday's my long day. I'm playing in 2 games. One's a 5-hour game, and that's David Aho's game, who's a really big-time old school player on the realm of Carlos level. The Unknown, I'm playing in that. And then I am jumping in right from that into Todd Stashwick's game after the hours at the Bloodthorn, which the Bloodthorn is in his book. So that is the if you heard in his discussions, I'm in a game with you. Which game am I in with you, Michael? Am I in with you at the Unknown on Todd Aho's game? Yeah. His Mystical Libations book, that is in here. No, I haven't. I'm not looking at it. The adventure he says is in this book, so I'm not looking at that as well. Oh, cool. Very good that I'm in the game with Michael Mossberger there. And then Sunday morning, I'm playing in Alyssa Faden's Call of Cthulhu game. And I've really never played Call of Cthulhu, so I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing in that game, but that's gonna be fun. And Alyssa asked me to play in it. I'm like, sure, why not? So that is what. But besides that, here we go. Will this happen? We'll see. I'm gonna bring this up now because I know Josh will just shake his head. I got permission from, right, Josh?
I don't know. What are we talking about?
Okay, so
I guess we're about to find out.
Gabbin,
About Josh's
What's the
hotel
safe
room?
word?
Gabbin 189 will
Pineapple juice.
be the whole time during the con. So anytime I'm on, I have this really nice brand new iPad which I can stream right from. Walking around with it, sitting down, talking to people. The whole con will be Gabbin. So guests, maybe. Excitement, I have no idea, maybe, but will I get in trouble? Definitely. Right. So
Do it like inside of registration so that you can like point it over there. There's Josh having to work the whole time.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Where
find a
did
place.
He go? He just said he'd be right back.
Yeah.
And then, you point the camera and it's Bashman going.
Isn't
What
that a
the
great
hell,
Do
man?
idea?
the John Travolta meme.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. So look for if the stream pops up, it's going to be at a weird time. It's going to be me walking around talking to people at the con, or sitting down in a lounge and talking to someone who wants to be interviewed. Maybe I'll get Jim Ward to sit down. Maybe I'll get Roger Moore to sit down. Right? We'll just or Anna and I'll be chatting. Right?
Yeah, we can babble for.
Yeah. So. Yes, yeah. I don't know about the drinking contest, or Michael. I don't know, man. If I get challenged in ICB, maybe.
Oh, you will win it anyway, Jay. So you don't need to compete.
Yeah.
You know you will win.
I'll interview you, Max. I'll interview you and B. Sure. Let's see the kids' experience there. I'll do all sorts of things. But just note that I'm going to be attempting to be the guy about the Gary Con because I know there's really no roving reporter there. There's there's actually don't say that, Josh. Don't.
There are press badges that have been issued.
Okay, but they're not live streamers. Yeah, there you go.
Well,
Stop.
I'm there.
Yes,
Yeah,
so
I'll
we're
be there.
gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun with that. I just wanted to say that was my idea that I came up with. Instead of just having a Gabbin Sunday night, which I'm still going to be there Sunday evening, so I'm going to find a place to sit down and maybe stream Gabbin. I didn't want to say what time on Sunday, so note that will happen. I will, and it'll go on and off. Whenever, if you see it come on and you want to hang out and just see what I'm doing, I don't care about the viewer numbers, right? I don't have to worry about that crap anymore. So whatever happens, you're going to come on and just see what's going on at GaryCon, who we're talking to when it's on there. It's kind of an IRL stream. What it'll be like, which I just wanted to throw it out there. No, I'm going to behave myself.
You should walk the vendor hall.
I will do that in the vendor hall too. I'm going to do it the whole con. I'm going to go in the Adventures League too and tell them how stupid they are. I'm kidding. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Oh man,
it was a joke.
fired.
It was a bad joke. My gosh.
I mean, I don't disagree with him, but man, shots fired. I'm kidding. I'm friends with a lot of.
It was a
people.
joke. So note that I will talk to anyone there, and we'll just have a good time. Because I want to experience this first time there. Hopefully, my wife doesn't say your last time there too. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, you're gonna have a blast, man.
Good.
You're gonna have a
Very
blast.
cool. We'll talk. Don't make any mean tweets. I'm not going. Look. I did that tweet.
Good one.
Going back to Vaughn.
I did that tweet on purpose to be a dick, and then I pulled it back 2 hours later. Okay,
we all do things on purpose.
as you know, it disappeared 2 hours later. I did it on purpose because I just was in a rotten mood that day, and then I pulled it back. So there you go. And I don't think they ever saw it.
Hey Jay,
Yes.
going back to Vaughn's message there in the chat, I'll just go ahead and do it right now. I challenge you to a drinking contest.
Oh my gosh. No. See, I don't. All right.
You get 21. Sorry, let me phrase that. What were you guys, 17?
So when I don't do quantity, I can down an Irish car bomb in 1.1 seconds.
Oh, thank goodness.
That's my challenge. It's right down because I'm not going to say anything. Nope, I can't go there. How I do it. So as we've all seen the vid from PAX Unplugged. By the way, that's happening too. The PAX Unplugged party is happening. So there you go. I'm going to have it
Awesome.
even bigger this year. Yes. So, but just note, an Irish car bomb challenge. I can do that. Yeah. It's only that I finished in 1.1 seconds. Absolutely, Naz. Yes. Yes, absolutely. So, Kafir.
The Boilermaker.
Yeah.
Kafir, Jeff.
Yes.
Comments about what you're really excited about this con. Anything in particular?
Cave?
Yeah, I'm excited to just see people. Not everyone. I'm actually not excited about being around a lot of people. I don't want that. But I'm excited about seeing my friends, meeting you for the first time in person, hanging out with Bashman, hanging out with Anna and Alyssa and Zach. So people I haven't seen in 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Depending on what some people I saw at North Texas RPG Con last year. So,
cool.
But it'd be a lot of fun just to see my friends.
The guest pops in.
Getting some drinks, playing some games. Really, that's GaryCon is I did conventions for a living. GaryCon is the only convention I will do for fun.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a blast.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I'll be doing some work while I'm there, but mostly I'm just glad to be at GaryCon in person again. Finally, feels like forever. Getting to see all of my friends and people that, like Cave said, I haven't seen in 2-3 years now, and getting to meet some people in person IRL for the first time, like yourself and a bunch of other
It's gonna
people.
be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. And Anna knows good and well, like, we can just sit down and BS for 8 to 10 hours in a single sitting, because it happened at Game Hole. So
Here's the great thing, though. If we sit down and BS it, we can share it now with the audience.
Uh-oh.
Seriously, no, I'm dead serious. We're just sitting there BSing now. We can set it up. I can set up either an iPad or the equipment quickly. Boom, just BSing, sitting down, hanging out, and let everyone else participate in it. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. So looking forward to it. North Texas Con is the first weekend in June. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it a shot. Welcome everyone, Curtis Cable, all the way from. Look at that Oaken 8.
Curtis.
Hey.
Curtis, you upset?
Hey guys.
I heard.
There you go.
I heard the A's are going to move to Las Vegas now too.
Why are you doing that to me, Jeff?
I'm sorry. Really sorry, man. Moneyball is one of my favorite sports movies the last 20 years, by the way. It's an awesome movie.
Oh, it's outstanding.
Yeah, definitely. So Curtis, first time on ever on Gabbin or any other thing on my channel. Thank you so very much. Thank you for being such a great supporter, too. But Curtis is, how many times is this going to be for you at GaryCon?
This will be 2.
Okay.
We did 2019, and then virtual the last 2 years, obviously, and then coming back this year. Really, I'll give away my California roots. I'm very stoked to be there.
Nice.
It's gonna be a really good time.
That's awesome. Stoked a good word. Stoked a good word. So watch. I'm gonna leave.
Are you hella stoked?
Oh yeah. By the way, quick shout out to Cave Geek. I got my son a Hyrule map.
Oh.
About a year ago.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic piece. So thank you very much for that.
yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate that.
So Curtis, what are you most looking forward to at GaryCon?
Wait, hold on, Curtis. Did you say Hyrule map?
Hyrule.
Hyrule.
You mean from that
Zelda.
game that makes
Zelda.
you go blind while searching for bugs in the grass?
Yes. Yes.
And then, I hate freaking on Switch. On Switch?
Yeah, it's my
You
son.
Zelda
loves
one?
it.
Oh my
Played
god.
all of them.
So
Yeah.
aggravating. It was a great story, great game, but it's like I'm searching for bugs in the grass you can't see until you're standing on it.
Yeah, but hey,
Realistic?
Alex Cable
Yeah.
loves it, so support him.
Your son just did an "Oh my effing god" on chat, Dad. Don't get me started. I grinded so long with you.
Yeah, see,
Nice.
it was hell.
That's cool. Very
And then he
cool.
deleted his save game, and I think he's got a lot of regret over that now. There's a lot of bugs he collected by just, stay walking around in the grass.
I got updated.
Well,
So, are you looking forward to the sequel, Josh?
Not
my
me?
gosh.
Yeah, you.
Or no, I'm not gonna ever play that game. I think I literally gave myself some kind of carpal tunnel syndrome, trying to grip the controller and search for bugs in the grass.
Everyone gets
Yeah.
that carpal tunnel from World of Warcraft back in the day. We all got it. All of us.
No, I never had a problem with that. It's just
That or
the controller.
Diablo.
Oh, Diablo too. Yeah,
Oh
definitely.
man.
Yeah, absolutely. Wing
Clicking
Commander.
finger.
Your
Yeah.
pinky starts going numb.
Well, to steal a quote that you said to me, I think it was like a year or so ago, Josh, after you got me hooked into Minecraft, I do honestly believe we could probably kill a man with just one pinky now
Oh yeah.
from holding that shit down.
From holding, while crouch walking and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was fun. Your castle still exists. I'm just telling you.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Soon
You got to join me now. We're going to be building the moat house in Minecraft,
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
complete with the lower part from return to the Temple of Elemental Evil,
Uh-oh.
right?
Oh
with
my!
the
Don't
vampire-
see. I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true.
Complete with vampire thrommels and everything, man.
No,
Oh,
he's in.
freaking God! I'm never. It's
Where
never
do you even
gonna
run
end.
into vampires? I don't even know. Is
It's
it in
never-
the
It's
where do
never
you run
gonna.
into vampire thrommel in the return?
You don't run into vampire throttle ever.
Yes,
It's
you
the Dumbest
do.
fucking thing ever in Greyhawk.
It's
Next to the
wonderful.
Tool
There's,
grinder.
there's
Who's this
always
Thrommel
room
guy?
for.
I know
vampire
exactly.
thromels.
This is just it's brutal. So let Curtis answer. What are you most looking forward to this year at Gary Con?
Sorry, Curtis.
That's a
Oh,
softball.
It's got to be that Thursday 9 a.m. game that I kick off GaryCon with. Horror in the Holes.
Yeah.
See?
Don't suck up to him. Don't do that.
I'm going to give something away because Troy's not going to like this because it's going to devalue his. The MVP player will get a dual signed copy of this from Carlos and me that morning. Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, I will be giving away a dual signed copy to who the. Oh, thank you, Kayla, Time Lord's wife, coming in.
Hey,
Very nice to see you all. Thank you so very much. Hope you had a great show. Yeah, so whoever is deemed the MVP, I will give this to a dual signed, unopened. So all right, something.
And Curtis over here gets.
Hey, come on, man! I think that was a
10 special hero points at the start of the game.
Hey, By the way, everyone, 3 giveaways: $25 gift certificate to Controller Games, signed Mike Disney print, and 2 of your choice of 5 different adventures / settings for anyone who just came in. Please sign up. So here's a question for those who DM remotely. What do you do to prepare? And I just want to go over that a little bit. And this has been, yes, there you go.
Hey, check this out. My daughter made this.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's a cupcake, right?
It's
With
the over
wings.
cupcake.
It's beautiful, but it's actually a mimic.
Nice!
Cupcake
Everything's
with
a mimic.
That's
It eats your
awesome.
fingers. It eats your fingers off.
You got to put
your
that in a
mouth,
game. You
whatever,
got to put
yeah.
that in an adventure. You got to do that.
It is
man.
going in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you just gave it away now.
Mimic, it's awesome.
Oh, watch this. I'm gonna make Tim go postal in chat. Ready? If you use a wand of enemy detection on that, it will not detect as an enemy.
That's just because to screw Tim over because he'll know better and he'll try and use it because he knows exactly what's about to happen and you use it and you say nope, didn't work. And then
it
step in the
technically
trap,
says.
Tim. Just step in the damn trap.
I got him. I got him.
Technically, in the description, it says it is indistinguishable from the object that it is mimicking.
Yeah.
I got him.
Yep, there you go.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, during the one adventure, yeah, we won't even go there. I had to do that. So I have. Here's my rule book. This is one of 20 books, right? This is my races and classes book for my campaign with all the base classes in it, some other special rules, feats, and all. So what I do is I have a travel book that I put together, and this one I think says PAX because I normally have used it at PAX Unplugged. Got it, and I got all the stuff I need here. So this way I don't have to take players' handbooks, all that. It's all right in this one binder.
Nice.
So, yeah, and that's what my travel. Now Josh has my terrain there in that egg carton box, and just
Yeah,
so,
if you want to see it, I'll post the link. It's eBay.
Yeah.
Lot number 125.
It's old stuff. I brought real old terrain, so it's not going to look like my table there, Curtis. Hopefully you're not upset about that, but it'll be the old terrain stuff that I take to cons.
Yeah, someone posted a really nice Facebook group message on the JerryCon Facebook group about like the whatever. And one of the recommendations for terrain DMs: don't bring anything you don't want Dr. Pepper or Cheeto fingers on it.
Right, or destroy. Yeah, absolutely.
Or destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that the stuff we used for the bonfire last night? Zoria 82. Is that who's that? Is that your daughter?
Oh, that's my wife.
Ah! Oh my gosh! Here, I'll give you that one. I'm gonna give you that rip emote there for that comment.
Yeah.
There. So
Josh runs a real family operation here.
all seriousness, Curtis, what are you looking forward to?
I think it was mentioned before, just being in person, and the last 2 years have been so brutal for everybody. Really taking it every year as a standalone. So this year we're coming in early, we're staying late. I'm gonna my friend Brett and I are gonna be helping out with Josh for 2 days.
Oh, cool.
Tuesday, so we're gonna volunteer some time and do whatever he needs to get done. And then Thursday, it's just we have the entire con experience happening because Thursday after your game, I have 2 more back-to-backs. So it's like 15 hours of gaming. It's like Gamer Vegas for me. I'm hitting it hard, getting it all out, and then it mellows out for a couple days. But building in time to see people, meet you guys for the first time, and then just be able to enjoy just being around the community that I just miss. I just missed it over the last few years. So it's really going to be a kind of a full experience for 6 days.
Awesome. It's going to be. I'm so excited about seeing everyone, and I have a feeling that this is going to sound awful. It's not going to be that crowded as compared to other ones because of some of the other things that have come on, and because some people are hesitant still. Right? What's the total number, Josh? 2,500? Is it that much? It's not even that, is it? 2,000?
Come back to me on that.
Oh my gosh, man! Just see how many badges were sold, man.
Sure.
I know a lot of people, some people have canceled too due to issues, but it's not going to be a massively overpacked Gary Con, right? It's not going to be one of those. It's going to have a good attendance, but it's not going to be you can't move, So that's what I'm excited about. It's going to have.
It's a little tough to say exactly because there's people buying a Saturday only badge and a Friday only badge, and those are technically separate badges because those badges are going now. But we're at 2,900. But that includes virtual games too, or virtual badges.
Right. Okay.
And we've got groups like Greyhawk Reborn who are running a whole bunch of virtual games.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've got any openings, but I mean they're great games. We've got a number of people from the community here who are putting forth some virtuals. And there's people at the physical con who've also signed up for some of them. So because they are so attractive.
Josh, do us a favor. Put that link in for the virtuals.
What?
Put the link. Put the TTE link in the
For
chat.
all virtuals?
Yeah. For the virtual signups, because you can still. All right. So Ron says Greyhawk Reborn is filled, which is great. But there's going to be other games. There's going to be other games out there. It's great to hear, Ron. I'm excited for you that's happening, and there you go. That schedule's wrong. That was a different schedule. That was for our fundraiser.
Yeah, but how I cut my hair.
That was our fundraiser schedule. Ignore that link. So, but there's probably other events that are available for you to get in. And if you're bored that weekend and want to play the game, play. I think there's a $5 badge now you can get as well. Correct, Josh? Is that still open? The $5.
Yeah, the $5 gift badge is.
Tom the Vindicator. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
All right, so Jeff, Curtis, and Kafir are our guests tonight. Give me your person, big name person.
Antiquitous got it. Yeah.
Big name person you really would just like to meet and just chat
so.
with for about 5-10 minutes if you could. That's going to be there.
Oh man.
Like Larry Elmore, for example, or who?
I mean, he lives like 2 hours away from me, and I've chatted with him in person so many times. Cave, have you chatted with Larry in person?
I'm giving an example. Tim Cash, if he's.
Didn't they hang out and drink whiskey all night once?
No,
Yeah.
that never happened.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like I know
Almost
Jim
killed
Ward's
Larry.
going to be there, right?
For me, it's Jim Ward.
Okay.
I was fortunate enough. We've been trying for the last couple of years to get into a game with him. I'm in the Metamorphosis Alpha game with him on Friday.
Nice.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Nice. That's
dude,
awesome.
you-
No, that
That was
is.
a
That's
total
great.
coup, right?
and you are going to have a blast.
Yeah. So again,
Oh,
guy that goes back 45 years in the industry.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to gaming with him and just being able to chat for a few minutes with him.
Yeah.
Again, too, with multiple genres that he's developed. I think
Mhm.
I think he's one of those few that really spanned a very large spectrum in terms of the gaming industry. So I'm really that's the one that I was so fortunate to be able to get into.
That is awesome.
yeah. I mean, for me personally, that's a tough question to answer because I haven't really paid a whole lot of attention to like the special guests and everything this year. But I've lucked out with the past pre-COVID years of convention grinding with Gary Con, Gamehole Con, Gen Con, PAX, and all of that I've met and actually got to hang out and BS with so many of these people. The two that I was looking forward to the most at my first Gary Con was Larry Elmore and Jeff Easley.
Okay.
That's what made the entire convention experience for me at my first Gary Con.
Excellent. How about Kafir?
I'm like Jeff. I don't think I have any particular names, big, what you'd call big names. Like I said earlier, I'm excited because I met a lot of them over the years. I'll be seeing Larry tomorrow before the con on my way up north.
Cool.
But I think I'm actually excited to actually see Jeff.
Yeah, it'll be nice to see Cave again after we've actually got to know each other.
Actually get to hang
through
out with
Twitch.
Alyssa. Because I met Alyssa back in 2019 at GaryCon, but we didn't get to hang out, and we've become good friends since then online when she was streaming on Twitch and all that. So I am actually really looking forward to hanging out with Alyssa in person. Maybe if I bribe her enough, maybe, and that's a big one. This is a big one. Anyone who knows her knows this is a big thing. If I bribe her enough, I might get to squeeze my butt into a seat in one of her Call of Cthulhu games, and that would be really exciting.
Sunday morning,
So
I'll be
Yeah,
there.
Jay managed to get in, so yeah.
if I can swing that, I think there's
I
a
bet
bottle
you
of
can.
there's a full bottle of scotch just for Alyssa.
I
just-
think that will probably do it.
That'll probably do it
Wow.
because I have to bring a bottle of bourbon from here. up
Make
to
her
her.
sign an invitation while you give it to her, and while she's
Yeah.
drinking it.
Mhm.
yeah. So
that will
I
do
mean,
it.
Alyssa is kind of a big name, I guess.
Sure.
Right?
She's
In
on the
that- in
guest
that
list. Yeah.
And Alyssa is the Cthulhu queen. So
It
yeah,
sounds.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. I honestly, I've never played Call of Cthulhu, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'll probably be insane and dead within the first 15-20 minutes. I'll do something wrong, but that's all right. So,
Hey
how
man,
about-
that's when the fun starts.
yeah, Anna, how about you?
There is one person on the guest list that we've tried to get on the show for a long time that I really would like to have a conversation with, and that's Roger E. Moore.
Yeah.
It's that's the apart from meeting all my friends and people I talked about, Roger E. Moore will be awesome to sit and talk to a little bit, because he made some really cool articles and material on the Earth, the planet, and I really want to pick his brain on especially that topic, because he's one of the ones that wrote a lot of it. So that's and of course other stuff too, but that is a specific little topic that I want to talk to him about. Yeah.
Josh, anyone?
Curtis Cable.
Yeah. Jay Scott. I want Jay Scott.
Definitely
There is no Jay Scott.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
Lord
so, yeah.
Gazumba.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's just.
Well, you work there, you can meet anyone. So.
I'm just chuffed to be doing the stuff and having these conversations, and very excited. You know, I was hoping, that Balfrin was going to come, because he was kind of hinting. I just want to say that I'm not sure anyone noticed, but for some reason there's whatever. Just, y'all, honestly, the people I've been hanging out with, I'm looking forward to seeing Jeff, who, I've been playing games with, and a lot of games offline, like Minecraft and crap. Spent lots of time just sitting around talking with, the Cannon Fire crowd.
Mhm.
Love
Yeah.
those folks. And just, just the community. I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most. I mean, I was a little bummed that, the Greyhawk Reborn folks weren't going to be in person, because that's for 2020. I had originally signed up to play in some of those games. So, maybe next year we'll see them, or I'm going to have to go out to one of those East Coast cons or something to meet them, which I'm okay with.
PAX
to
Unplugged is
do.
going to be the bomb this year. But that's in December. That's all. Isn't tomorrow the first day of spring? I don't want to start another winter here. Get through spring and summer first here.
Dude, it was gorgeous today.
Oh,
Anna, we were
Yeah, it was awesome.
all outside in the sun.
So, are you ready for mine, Anna?
Yeah.
Who's on that list? Mike Merles.
Oh, yes. Yep. That's another one I
Yeah.
really want to talk to. Yeah.
Yeah, Merles.
But I think the biggest thing for me will be
my
to
God.
meet so many of my patrons that helps me do this. And that will be so much fun to pick their brains, and so they can tell me what they want to have done and stuff like that too. That will be, I think, my biggest inspiration will meet the people that helps me do this. So, yeah.
So I'm going to do a shameless plug right now. Hope you don't mind.
Plug away.
An announcement. We had like a non-announcement, but I have our 7th company sponsor is Portrait Workshop, which we use tremendously. I've finalized that. As you know, it's still in beta. Within 2 months, the national launch will be. We're going to have giveaways for Portrait Workshop. We are been offered our own unique items to our campaign in Portrait Workshop.
Oh, wow. It's a great tool. I'm using it, so I can vouch for that. It's a great tool.
We have been
Yeah.
offered. I got publishing agreement so that I can use it in any of my publications, including our upcoming one, Anna. So, because I
wow.
twist it there. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
That's
So
great.
note
Yeah.
that I'm excited about adding Portrait Workshop to our list of sponsors of the Lord Gazumba channel, and yes, and we're going to have a lot of cool things coming now that we are in that. In the inner circle. Know that Tino Monkey Boogers, who's in our community, is part of the design team, or the team that has meetings. So we already have someone in there, but now I'm going to be able to push for some ideas. Specifically, if the community has something they want to see in Portrait Workshop that's not in there, please bring it to my attention, and we will get it to them. As you know, I use it a lot. There's nothing wrong with artwork. It will not replace the work of an artist. Okay, that's not what it's meant for. But I have 2,000 characters in my campaign, right? So it's something that works for me. And
Good art isn't cheap.
I'm good. I think
yeah. It's a Slav Squad all does their own artwork, which is wonderful. But for my players, for NPCs, Quick Around, it's a great tool. So just note that. Did you see you connected to your Google? Yes,
Mandy do some
I have it connected, Rob, too, to my Google account so I can back up. But it only backs up 8 right now. It looks like it only backs up 8 characters. All right, so that was a shameless little plug there. for our newest sponsor coming up, and then we'll have a full vid and all that coming to us soon. Yeah.
I saw, speaking of digital stuff, I saw Tim yesterday doing Fantasy Grounds, huh?
Yes. So
So you got Fantasy Grounds on the channel here now. I see.
we do have we have Fantasy Grounds on for the first time, and it went very well with the maps. Now he's not rolling or doing any of the classes in there. He's using it for the map purpose that we had when we had Balfrin on and the Fantasy Grounds College on, and it worked wonderfully. So yes, and Tim was and the players and the whole community was very happy. Visuals are a good thing, you know. We love visuals, so that worked very well.
I love Fantasy Grounds.
Yes, so we will be using tactical display is very good there. So while we have our guests, I don't know where Chuck is, but you know, Chuck is always a little wifty anyway. And I can say that about Chuck because he's a good friend of mine. So I know he had one of his grandkids, so he may be running late. What would you do, like as far as socially? Those that have been there before, what's the thing? Hanging out in the lounge afterwards? I'm asking for myself or for the audience. What's the go-to place socially?
They have the wonderful the bar area. There's like a big fireplace, and it's in the middle of the. You can just go there and see who hangs out there. There's always someone.
Is that the main entrance? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's like a bar area. There's a lot of seating, social seating, a big open fireplace.
Will I be able to keep an eye on them from there?
No.
Oh.
No.
Keep an eye on
No,
who?
you will be sitting at the small entrance, the side entrance.
Keep an eye on who?
You.
Why? You don't need to keep an eye on me.
Yeah, it's basically like the big lounge type area that's
Okay.
right beside one of the restaurants and in the same area as the main registration for the hotel.
Chuck is headed our way here. All right, well, good.
So when people get done with games for the day, you just see people will start cycling into that bar area.
Yep.
And then people just have a drink or hang out, and they start to talk about the day. So were you in this game? Were you in this game? How'd it go? Who'd you run into? It just seems like it's just a natural funnel point for the end of the day. It's great.
Yep.
So that's like you're getting like the Dow of things, like how to really do it from stepping back before you get into some more of this cool stuff. I dropped in the what's happening at Gary Con link, which kind of has a schedule of some of the highlights. And we updated the TTE page to have a lot of like key times in case you don't know when you can either pick up your badge or when the exhibit hall opens or when is the charity auction, which I think a lot of people like. And then of course the Hawaiian shirt picture in the lobby time. So that's all in there.
So I got to ask a question about that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to ask a question about that because someone said it's not. It's like a free for all trying to get there, and and they can only get so many people in the picture. Who told me that? Was that you? Someone said that to me, and
I wouldn't know.
I don't remember who said it, but is it? I don't know. I have Todd's game right then and there, and I guess if Todd goes, then we'll go and
You might put on a Hawaiian T-shirt, yes, or a Hawaiian.
Well, I'm just asking because it's right. It's at 2:00, and it's right in the middle. It's right in the middle of this game right here. So I guess.
But it's a GaryCon thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was a Gary thing.
Wednesday evening badges, yeah. Wednesday evening
badges.
badges.
I will say this: as far as the Hawaiian shirt thing, like the picture that you see is probably. Oh, what would you say, Anna? Probably maybe 40% of the people that day that were actually wearing a Hawaiian shirt because people are in games, people are running games. The con is still going on, so not everybody can make it to the.
That's my question. I'm running a game. I'm in a game at that point. I'll see what Todd says. Yeah, but I don't want to.
I think I remember hearing some DMs actually taking a break from the game to go to get in the picture.
Yeah.
But it just depends on the DM.
I'll ask him.
But basically going back to your question, Jay, like hanging out in the lounge area or the balcony area, which you'll see.
I saw that, and that's what says. All right, so that's okay.
That'll be a big thing, and just kind of like mingling with people and hanging out and chatting in between your games or whatever obligations you have. But one word as advice
That's what I
for
want to hear.
while you're at GaryCon. Malort. That's all I'll say.
Don't.
I that's I said
Oh,
that's
you
all
mean
I'll
the
say.
drink?
Malort.
Is that a drink?
That awful Swedish thing that poisons people. Yeah.
Malort. That's
What
all you
the-
need to know, man.
Yeah.
What the frick is a malort?
You'll
It's
find out.
Curtis-
You'll find
Curtis-
out next week.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's a Swedish horrible type of alcohol that tastes terrible.
Who drinks
Yeah.
that there? Is that like a big thing for
A lot of
We
people.
don't
It's-
drink
it's-
it.
Masoch-
We know it tastes.
masochists.
Yeah.
It's
it's
actually-
Chicago thing?
It's actually a byproduct of it's an industrial byproduct that has a high alcohol content that Sweden exports to Chicago, and idiots from Chicago bring it up to Lake Geneva because, speaking as a Chicagoan idiot, to Lake Geneva because that's what we consider the far northwest suburbs. And I hope there's some Wisconsin folks around to get upset.
All right, I'm not even gonna ask what it is, but like
I'm going to find out what it's actually.
I was gonna find out what. So
Malort.
I have
Malort.
I have puked from drinking Tullamore Dew just straight. That was disgusting.
That would be better to drink what you threw up than Malort.
And Ouzo does it for me too. I can't drink Ouzo either. Ugh.
If you want, I'll bring you a bottle, Jay.
No.
If you want to be a mean DM to your in-person players, you can have them drink potions of that. If they really want the effect,
That's awesome.
if
That's
they
great.
really want the effect, they have to drink that.
Tullamore Dew
If
is
they can
mother's.
stomach it, they pass their the
It's
constitution save.
absinthe.
Oh, it's absinthe. Well, no wonder.
Yeah.
Oh no,
It's a version of it that is
no.
bitter than it's way
That's-
bitter than regular
yeah, it's
absinthe,
got-
but it's
no.
absinthe. Yeah. Mhm.
Absinthe is
Mhm.
nasty.
I've heard
It's
it
done on the
described.
absinthe plant, and
I've
but
heard
it's
it described
done,
as like dirty socks.
I
and
haven't
BO
tasted
and
it,
all
but
the
it's
pickle water mixed with all of that.
Yeah, so it's a Swedish version of absinthe,
Oh,
spelled and in Swedish. It's called malört and that means moth in Swedish, like a moth weed if you literally translate it from Swedish to English. So it's mothweed. So that's what I think it should be called in English.
And you'll never get the taste out of your mouth, Jay.
That might very well be true.
He looks like Kafir's going to. So, by the way, Curtis, you have
He's
a
like,
crew,
I'm getting out of here.
you're going with a crew, a couple friends, Curtis.
Yeah, a buddy of mine that I've known since 7th grade,
Awesome.
been gaming with since 9th grade. Yeah, it got to a point where life opened up. No more, I wasn't coaching Little League anymore. Work was a bit became a little more flexible, and we were just like, okay, let's start going to this stuff. We need to get on site. We need to go to conventions. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it. So he and I got into almost every game together.
Great.
But one. There was one on Thursday night, but we almost go scientifically. I put down a list of events. We go, okay, what's our first or second or third? It's very planned out, Jay. It's very meticulous as to what we're going to try to get into, and we were absolutely blessed this year with the events that we were able to get into.
And that is Robert. Is that Robert?
Brett.
Oh, Brett. Brett F. I got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Got
Brett.
it, Brett. Okay. Got it. Cool.
So yeah, we'll be
Awesome.
there with bells on. But
Cool.
Jay, I was going to say to Josh, somebody else is going to get that signed module. I show up with an A's hat, I'm going to get a free bowl of soup. That's how it's going to work.
Yes, Caddyshack. Oh, that's awesome. There he is, Chuck
man.
Cumbo, Troller Games.
Hello.
A wild baboonski has entered.
It looks
the
good
chat.
on you though, Curtis.
Yes, it does. Looks good on you, Chuck. I'm late when it comes to alcohol, 2 beers, and I'm done swinging from chandeliers and dancing on tables. I think a lot of people would like to see that happen, Patrick. So you dancing on tables. So Chuck, how are you tonight?
I'm okay. Just sorry, I just got home. We've been driving like crazy to get back here, so
Well,
I can
that's-
hop on and I just want to get on and say happy birthday, Anna.
Thank you.
I'm sorry
Yes,
you
that was
tracked with
very-
Josh Pa.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Hey Chuck, what was that expression that Charlie Brown always used to say?
I don't
Do you
know. Stop
remember?
reading the chat. I get shit over. I've been getting shit over this shirt for years. You know what? I'm just waiting for the money to roll in.
So
Right.
Curtis, you have a story that you needed to tell. What was it, Josh? What was the story?
What?
Curtis has a story.
Oh, the game we first played in, and that would have
Oh.
been the person that we
I wanna
he
hear
might
that
have wanted to meet most, but he can't make it this year because he's moving in the middle of. He's going through a move. He's moving to the Pacific Northwest.
Who?
But I was gonna say, you might, if Curtis is coming, he can tell the story because you got me upset when you started retelling it.
You want me to share it now?
Yeah, let's hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the last game, it's one of the premier games from last year's virtual GaryCon. And Brett and I talked about it and we said, hey, it's Zeb Cook. He's running a game, like another legend to us, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Knowing everything, played in Zeb's modules. He was involved in second edition, all this great stuff. So as the schedule had worked out, we were in a game that Josh ran. So we became familiar with Josh, and then Josh was in the game, the Zeb Cook game with us. And Zeb he started off, and it was one of those things that when you start off the game, he's like, yeah, I've been working on my retaining wall all day. I'm kind of tired. I don't know if I'm going to go the whole 4 hours. And we're like, whoa, okay, what's going on here, Zeb? And they're like, okay, it's fine. It's, maybe he'll throw in like 3 hours of Isle of Dread type stuff. I mean, whatever. So we start in, it goes on, and we're like, okay, now we're playing like adolescent characters. And we're like, okay. and then you're like, all right, where's this going, Zeb? And then all of a sudden, these creatures come up that are vaguely familiar. It's like this cuckoo bird and all these different things. We're like, what is in it? The title of the game was No Time for Breakfast. And we're like, what is going on with this? This is going on for an hour and a half. Finally, we go to this vampire's castle. I'm like, that's not a vampire, that's Count Chocula.
And it all came together all of a sudden.
It's like Cocoa Puffs, and then there was a leprechaun. I'm like,
oh my
that's
God,
the Lucky Charms guy. And finally, at the end, we were, to say the least, we were a little underwhelmed. Long story short, we get to Josh and I were chatting, recently, the last 3 or 4 months.
oh my gosh.
And I said, hey, are we gonna get in another Count Chocula game? And Josh starts laughing. He goes, hey, wait a minute, that was kind of messed up. And then finally, in the end, we're like, it was all. I felt like Ralphie in Christmas Story, where it was like, hey, this was all for a crummy commercial.
Yeah.
It was exactly the feeling we got.
Make sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Well, Curtis, I got some bad news. My adventure is going to be about the Teletubbies instead. So, that's a problem.
You said how many people want tickets? What's your waiting list?
Yes.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Wow.
Josh and I, we bonded over that, and it's never been
Count
the same.
Chocula.
Yeah.
My gosh, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Zeb Cook owes me one Isle of Dread game.
Yeah, that is dreadful. Well, let's not bust Zeb here, but yeah. Wow, you had that like right there.
I was
How did you have
doing
that
something.
so ready?
Oh my gosh, man.
I'm always ready.
Yeah. So
I game way too much now, or I'm involved in gaming way too much nowadays, more than I realized today. I met with a streamer today that he's an old friend of mine, and he wants to learn how to play D&D. So he enjoyed learning all about Castles of Crusade for the 3 hours we played today. I was dragging out stuff and explaining him how to convert on the fly and all that. And yeah, I just realized, because he was like, well, we need to get you to run a game. And I'm like, oh my God, when? I don't know what to do.
it's only so many hours in a day, and it's come to that. I mean, just I know the feeling now, man. It's overwhelming.
It's insane.
I know
It's good though. It's a good feeling. I just wish I could be a vampire or something. I'm just throwing it out there. And anybody, catch
So-
me at Gary Con.
If you head toward the Temple of Elemental Evil, I know there's.
Stop, Josh! Oh my God!
There's a Thrommel waiting for me.
So Chuck, what's going on at Gary Con for Troller Games?
Oh, at Gary Con? Well,
Shows yeah.
excuse me. We have our events. We have some seminars we're going to be doing. I'm going to try to crash some seminars like Anna's and yours if I can help it. I don't know
Which one?
Well, any of them if I can, but I just don't know what's going to happen. I had to literally not schedule anything for myself this year. I had to just leave the schedule wide open, not play any games.
That's
not running games. Well, because I don't know what's going to happen because
Yeah.
with the way they've done things with COVID, things have been relocated, things have changed. This is not going to be, Gary Con 3 years ago or whatever, which is fine. It's just I don't know what to expect for the adaptation. And we're bringing our organized play for cons there. That's going to be the first con that we're going to release that at. And we've got 30 plus games. I forget how many we've got now of just games in one room for people to come and play Castles and Crusades or Amazing Adventures or whatever. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to have some of the company people up to, hand out prizes and stuff. Steve's got he's going to have we've got 4 knolls that are just minis that have been painted. And he's just going to walk up to the tables and set that knoll down and run a quick encounter with them out of the blue and then leave, then we'll roll off for a winner to win something, some stuff like that. It's going to be really fun and exciting. I'm looking forward to it. But we've had a lot of problems internally, Gary Con's had a lot of problems with keeping staff and stuff with all this going on. We have too. We're down like 7 people, which is insane. So I actually canceled my hotel room, Jay, today, and I'm going back over to the Grand because, why not? Because we've got more space than we need.
Well, that's good. I mean, so
yeah, it's great.
at
I'm
least you
excited.
have-
I'm looking
you have
forward
your
to
room
not
still.
sitting in front of a computer every day for, I'm like, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
I wish I was at the Grand.
Well, I mean, I normally don't stay there. I stay at the Comfort Inn because I like the shuttle. They got free breakfast. It's in and out. The rooms are nice, and I don't have to deal with all that. But it's going to save me, whatever, $600-700. So why not? So because I typically pay for my room. Everything else is paid for by the company, but I do that because I typically bring people with me, and that's not really fair, But that's actually they're not coming either. So I'm kind of on my own, on that deal. But,
your wife's not coming? I thought your wife was coming.
No, because it's our grandbaby's first birthday, and I'm going to miss it actually. So that kind of sucks.
You and me together.
I'm in a lot of hot water.
Forget
Yeah,
it.
and it's my birthday too, by the way. So yeah.
I want to party with you, man. Come on,
No, you don't. I'm going to jail. You don't want to do that.
2 of us together, forget it.
Stripes.
So basically, Chuck, what you're saying
Either
is
Curtis
you need
would know
to
that.
bring
Yeah, I'm not going to. We'll see what happens with the alcohol. I would love for it. I'm down
Rob.
for some. Hey, there's Rob.
Well,
What's up,
Fandom
Rob?
is coming too. There you go.
Yeah, so I don't know what is going to happen. We got a lot of stuff planned, like meetings and stuff too. We're doing a lot of networking and that kind of stuff too. So
Yeah, that will be.
it's going to be fun. I'm really excited to see everybody and meet new people I've been talking to for 3 years have never met, that kind of thing, so that'll be cool, and stay out of jail. Yeah. And
No.
the weather, well, the last time I
So-so.
checked, there was like a snow day, which is pissing me off because every time I go for years, there's always freaking snow down there at the memorial. So I can't go down there and put my dice down there. You have to go down like in the middle of summer to get that done right,
Right.
So, but anyway, that's what's going on. We're just gonna have a lot of good times, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna crash people's seminars and stuff and just run around and that kind of
Is
thing.
Steven's big game still on?
It is not on. We had to cancel it actually.
Whoa! What night
Yeah,
was that?
It's the first time. It was Friday night.
So you
yeah,
guys are
5
free
hours.
Friday night?
Well, he's invited everybody in the game to come down to the bar, and he's gonna buy them all a drink. So we'll see what happens. We had to cancel it for a lot of reasons.
Wait. Isn't that the
But-
Satine? That's after the Satine wedding, right?
It's Friday.
That's Saturday. You're thinking of Jay.
Oh, the Satine wedding.
If you go
Saturday?
look at the
I thought Satine.
link
Oh yeah,
about what's happening.
I thought the Satine wedding's Friday night.
it's Thursday. I thought. No,
None of us know when the fuck
I don't
it
know
is.
because
Does anyone know?
I can't
Yeah,
plan
it's
anything.
on the thing. I told you.
Josh
The
does
wedding
all
is
his
Wait,
work the 17th
It's Thursday.
It's
What,
Thursday.
the
I thought it was
Satine
Thursday.
wedding?
Yeah, that's what
Thursday.
Jimmy just said. Duff said in chat.
Yeah, it's
And
Thursday.
by the way, there's
Thursday. Yep.
Jimmy's got enough Gary Con talk that he doesn't need to be on tonight. I that's why I didn't invite him because I knew his head would explode. So
Oh my God, I feel
Yeah.
sorry for him. I
Yeah.
understand. He's got it worse than I
Yeah.
do. But yeah, so we
I
had to
know,
cancel.
sorry. I thought it was funny to screw around with dates, but it's not funny to do that.
it's Thursday.
Thursday night is Satine.
Well, I know
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going
what
to
I
be
thought.
Friday night now. I'm going to be hanging out with you guys Friday night. I think we should all be hanging out with Steven and make him all buy us drink, right? Buy us all drinks.
Hey,
You
I
should.
like this idea.
We'll see how long it lasts. He's got a lot of miles on cons, and they have really wore him down. Now I'm not so worn down, but he is worn
Well-
down. I mean, what since like '95 or something they've been going. So it's like
So
it's
I
it's,
can
it
bu-
doesn't sit a lot,
Chuck, Anna and I can bust his stones good because we still haven't gotten that paperwork.
Ah, good. I won't say a word to him tomorrow if you don't want me to. I won't say a
If,
word.
if it's like good for 5 drinks, not getting that paperwork, yeah.
Oh, I guarantee it will be. Especially if you get a couple down him real fast because he doesn't drink much anymore. So I'm sure he'll be a lightweight.
So Robert Phantom, New Jersey's on. Robert, welcome.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, everyone.
Hope you had a good game and first time to Gary Con.
Yeah, this is my first actual D&D convention, real one anyway. I've been to really small local things, but nothing, nothing the size of GaryCon.
That's
so
awesome.
I can't wait for this.
Awesome.
Blast.
Fantastic.
Me too.
Good con. Really
Yeah.
good con because it's still
Yeah.
kind of personal. It's not gotten insane,
Yeah.
like 50,000 people or whatever. So
Robert, my
That's why
apologies.
that's why I say GaryCon is so much fun, and I'll do
Yeah.
it for fun because it's a small, it's really a tiny convention compared to the other conventions that,
Oh, yeah.
that I do. It's tiny, it's personal, it's more like a TSR reunion.
that's right.
Really, it's not big deal celebrities and all that.
And
just
you know
go
what?
hang out.
Chat, if you guys go, everybody's going, you don't have to stand in line. You can go right up to Cave Geek Art and get autographs. I know that's crazy, but he'll be there. You can
Yep.
approach him. It's safe.
We got the
Yeah.
new Chuck. We got that great map with the Prince. Of
I
that,
know. I
so-
can't wait to see it. It may disappear.
Oh my
I
gosh!
would love
Chuck,
to have
don't.
that.
Rob,
Chuck,
it's-
I will hunt you down.
yeah, exactly.
Well, that's
That's
part
where I
of the
want to print,
adventure.
by the
Oh,
way. Save me a print.
Kafir, Rob is the
Save me a
one
print,
who you're
Kafir.
giving it to.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know.
we've got a whole adventure set up for you
Oh,
where
that's
Chuck is
awesome.
going to steal it.
Oh my gosh!
And then you got,
You have to go through that. You have to go through the hallways looking for it. It's gonna be great. Like a live dungeon.
Tracking
Great.
Chuck.
Yeah.
But
then you have to
Yeah,
fight
I mean-
Chuck.
it's kind of funny because the last convention of any type I went to was actually New York Comic Con. So going from 151,000 people to 1,500, 1,200.
Yeah, I don't know what it'll be this year because I remember the
25
last
probably.
GaryCon we had, it got really unwieldy. Luke was like freaking out a little bit because there was normally when we show up on Wednesdays, we'll set up our
Mhm.
booth and stuff and we'll get our badges. But the last one, I remember setting up and walking down the hallway and there was a line out the door on Wednesday for badges. I was like,
Yeah.
what in the world? It looks like it was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
it's
I
getting-
Are you kidding me?
I had to stand in line in
Yeah.
19 for like 2.5 hours to get my badge.
So
and that's not normal. I mean, it used to
No.
not be normal.
So Josh is at that front desk in platinum and silver open an hour early. I don't care if there's a line out the door. I'm cutting it. Josh, give me my freaking badge.
Josh will be like, I'm sorry, sir, I don't know you.
Can I see some ID?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Turn him into a
Like, Josh,
biometric scan.
yeah.
That's making me harder to give me my badge.
Exactly.
You wanna
That's what
save some
Josh is
time
gonna
in
make
line?
me do.
Have your Vax or PCR.
Yeah, you know,
your-
exactly.
All
Right,
right, all right.
ready.
Well, I got it on my phone already, so trust me, I got that. I got that.
And
Plus, I got my Lord Gazumba masks ready.
Is that a G string?
Yeah.
That's just weird. I was gonna try to make a joke, but fear you won. You
Well,
won.
Chuck's like, you gotta give me one. You gotta give me one. So I got
I don't want one now. If that's what it is, you can forget that.
It's a man. You gotta, I gotta have the.
I'm not gonna go swimming with Jay. No.
Well,
I give it to my wife as a
used to be in the Playboy Club, so yeah.
I missed whatever you guys were saying. So,
Oh, my God.
so Rob, what are you most looking forward to?
Times here.
You got something you're most looking forward to? Did you get any games, by the way? I know you came in a little late.
I am playing in a game on Thursday. Castles and Crusades game that somebody's running at noon.
Okay.
So I'll be there Wednesday. I'm getting in on Wednesday. I'll be there through the weekend. Didn't sign up for any games after that, mostly because got a late sign up and honestly gonna be kind of wanting to just take things in and going to see old people and hanging out, watching different games and such.
There's always
Yeah.
sneaky games too, Rob.
Yeah. I mean,
Always.
listen, if I have to, I'll throw together a game myself.
Right, and there's
There'll be
open
people.
play in that
It's
one.
great.
When do you
wall, so,
land in, Rob?
I should be getting in. I think.
Brah.
Well, I'm flying into
Brah.
Chicago, so I think I land at like 3 o'clock on Wednesday, and
you get
then
the car, or-
I'm renting a car and driving up
Okay.
because
Uh,
on
He's wants you to
Friday
be shuttle
afternoon,
boy.
I'm not staying at the main. I'm staying a little bit outside, like 5 or 6 miles away at a Holiday Inn. So, but yeah, no. Then
Would you be willing to pick someone up from the airport around that time if you're at the airport?
if I'm at the airport, send me a link call.
We'll talk after.
It's probably a big
Yeah.
name person. It's probably Satine and Stone. Yeah, so you were like, right?
I'll follow up with him
Yeah.
after. Yeah,
Yeah,
Looking out
that's
for
really
guys.
cool. So as we're winding down here, everyone, what you guys want to close up with something you want to say about the con? Or we didn't get a single Greyhawk question, which is great. The time flew by just talking about Gary Con, just BSing. I think this is a great way to have this discussion. So
It's a good indication of what your time at the con is going to be like.
good. That's great to hear. Great to hear.
You're smart,
Josh is
Hans.
gonna-
Damn it, man.
Well,
Josh
you
is
asked.
gonna have.
You got it.
Yeah.
Good,
Oh
Curtis.
yeah, Jake.
I was gonna say Josh is gonna have Brett and I working security. So when people are gonna cause a ruckus wanting their badges, Jay, they're gonna can you please step aside, sir? We're gonna handle you separately. I really think that's what's gonna happen at the volunteer.
Rocco. What's the other guy's name?
Rocco Moose.
Help the
Moose Rocco.
Judge, help Mr. Gasumba find his identification.
By
Yeah.
the way,
Well,
Jay, I'm not sure if you're aware, but Dave from Guild Superior is going to be there now too.
yes, I invited him, but he said he had another previous engagement to come on tonight too. So he,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, full body cavity search. No, Troy, that would be a little wrong because I may like it. So I was kidding. Robert, Curtis, Kafir, anything? Something in close.
I just looking forward to seeing everybody.
Yeah.
Come up.
Kafir, you have a booth, right? I didn't
I
look
do,
at the map.
yeah.
I didn't look closely.
Yeah, you
enough
missed
to
the
see who was
beginning
going to
part.
be there.
We did all Kafir's map.
Okay,
I
that's good.
mostly
then.
say back in 5 minutes for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
With a little
By the
caveman.
way,
Yeah.
actually, here's a question: is there a actual map of where everything's going to be at?
Yeah.
Because I have not been able to locate it, so
Here, I'll
Find it.
Discord it to you right now. All right.
I appreciate that.
All right. So here's
As far as vendors go, or just general?
Just general, because
Here's your list of
I've
fake
never
map.
been to the place.
Here.
Yeah.
I'll
So Rob, so you can find it again. Just go to the Gary Con website.
Yeah, it's
and
a
then just
pop-
go
you
to
can
the
pop it right
hotel.
up.
yeah.
Go
Rob,
to
when
the
the show's
hotel.
over, I'll
Yeah.
Discord it to you. It's not that big.
Okay.
I'll just put it in Discord.
Yeah, and they usually give with the guide. There'll be a map of the vendors in there, I think, or at least a list of them with their booth
Duff,
number.
you
and
really
can
need
just
the map too?
match it
Are
up.
you joking? I'll send it.
What? Me?
What?
No, Duff, Jimmy just said send me the map too. I'll send it to you.
He's
It's no
got to
problem.
be joking.
No.
Yeah, I
What?
think
He's messing with you.
He's
He's got
been
to be.
screwing with you the whole time.
No. I think he needs you up there your map.
Hey, Lord Prater would not do such a thing.
No, he would not.
I'll send it. It's no big deal. I mean, it's got it on my machine here. It's not a big
Absolutely.
deal.
That's
All right,
exactly what Jimmy would do.
No, Duff, I'll send it. No problem.
Yeah, or Duff, if you go to literally, if you just go to the GaryCon website and right click and open the image, you get a pretty good high res version of it, actually. Pretty good.
Yeah, but the thing is he's wanting Jay to send it to him.
I'll send it to
Oh,
you. Yeah.
So it feels
I
special.
see. I got
Yeah,
you.
he wants a
Right.
Twitch partner to send it to him, so he feels
Networking.
special.
Got it.
Yeah, there you go. So I said it. All right. So look, I haven't even talked about our 2 seminars. There are some tickets available for both still. A lot less for the fantasy mapping show. What's going on in Greyhawk at GaryCon 14? I will try to stream it. If not, I'll record it and I'll upload it or premiere it. We'll figure it out. Okay.
Hey,
Uh,
you could always go to like in town there and like upload your videos each day.
I
Or
have
there's some
the
good Wi-Fi.
equipment to upload the videos. I'm bringing all my equipment.
I'm just saying if you have bad service, there's all.
Well, I'm gonna do everything through my phone. I got 5G it through my phone. We're gonna talk about just the community here. We're gonna and take general questions from Greyhawkers, right, Anna, myself, you, me, and Mike. And it's just gonna be an actual Legends of Lore episode, and we'll see how it goes. So talk about the bloggers, talk about Greyhawk Online, talk about the streamers, talk about Cannon Fire, talk about Anna's maps, talk about publications we know that are coming out, and then we'll give them an education on what's going on. That will be on Thursday, 3 p.m. Central. There are tickets available for that. On Friday is the Fantasy Mapping Show, 4 p.m. Central, so 5 Eastern. Myself, Alyssa, Anna, Kafir, maybe Darlene.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, Darlene. Yeah.
Yes.
as well.
So, this will be a discussion on mapping techniques and some of the things that you all have going on, right? Because I know you'll
Yeah,
have your
and-
laptop and Alyssa will have hers,
Mhm.
and we do have a TV there. So,
Yeah, and also ask us anything questions, of course, because
Yes.
that's wonderful thing of having a live audience. You can have much more of a discussion, much easier than you can online. So yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be a lot of general
Mhm.
Q&A. I have a feeling, and
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the way.
That will, yeah.
That's
mhm.
where the discussion will go, and those are our two seminars. And once again, I'll be the man about town on just wandering. The Gabbin will be all week long, all right, and we'll have fun with that. What's going on? So whenever I turn on my iPad, I'm just going to be doing interviews, just walking around like an IRL streamer would do. So it'll be fun, and we'll see. Hopefully it works. Hopefully the reception is not so bad it doesn't work, but we'll see. So that's what's going on. So let's do some shout outs. Why don't we do that? Because sound like a plan for everyone? So let's start with Jeff, because Jeff's got something big to shout out, right?
I do. Oh, yes. After Gary Con, myself and well, I guess my company, we are going to be going live with our second Kickstarter.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. The first one, granted, it was what 20 before COVID. That's about the only time frame I can remember anymore. And was successful. It was a very big learning process because we learned a whole lot of what not to do. But you know, we got the first one done and out of the way, and that was like a really big deal for us. Then, of course, you know, the last 2 years have been the last 2 years, and we finally got our first of our Age of Ancients line ready for Kickstarter, and we are looking forward to that. It will be going live after GaryCon. You can go to twokingsgames.com and keep track of all the news there, because that's where we'll be announcing it first, and then over to our social medias. So
Very cool. Looking forward to it. I got a little sneak peek of it the other day from Jeff, and it looks really fantastic. So
thank you.
Yeah. And I when it's ready to go on Kickstarter, I'll be more than happy. Let's blast it out and get everyone involved in signing up for it. So
absolutely. And I will say for next week, we'll all have to meet up and have a drink while we're
absolutely
out there.
I think it's going to be a fun time for everyone. Definitely. Kafir, what else is going on?
What else is going on?
Yeah. You got anything else you want to shout out beyond GaryCon?
Not much. No. Yeah. GaryCon is what I'm focusing on. If you want to see my work and you're not going to be at GaryCon, go to cavegeekart.com.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
Note when the 3 prints for giveaways. When after GaryCon we'll get those out from the fundraiser.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So
we got to sign them and all that, right?
When's the next handmade Greyhawk map going to be done?
Oh, geez.
When you pay me for it.
Yeah.
So I am. Now that I'm done with that one, I am open for commissions. So
yeah, let's please
there you go, Josh.
Let's please note the following. This was the most generous and largest sum of a donation from a sponsor we've ever had for a fundraiser. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Gorgeous, man.
Amazing.
It got us, we were at 17,000 and change on Sunday night, and then it got us over to 20 because of that. You know, because the community wanted to see that happen. So that was a wonderful thing, and really want to say thank you. I said, you know, wonderful thing. I know.
Why do you say thank you?
No, Patrick just subbed Babunski. Oh,
did mine run out? I don't know.
Oh my gosh,
Thank you,
Patrick!
Matt. I appreciate that.
Oh
That was
my
nice of
gosh, that was nice of you.
That was very nice.
Oh,
We all know how nice he is anyway. So yeah.
oh man,
Really nice.
unbelievable.
I enjoyed your hat Saturday too, by the way, Patrick. I enjoyed it in the stream. It was funny.
If we count up all of Pat's subs, what would that add up to?
Let's not talk about it. The world.
No, you don't want to know 1,095 times. No, yeah, plus all the other stuff. So, yeah, it's crazy. But thank you so very much, Curtis. Anything going on? You playing any games or anything?
Oh, all the games that we got going on, we're gonna be hitting it, like I said, really hard out of the chute. I will probably see you guys Friday, Saturday, and Sunday throughout the week, if not beforehand. Jay, thank you for having me to represent the fans and the supporters out there. Love the Twitch, love the show. Cave Geek art. Mike Disney won one of your things through Jay. Kid loved it. Outstanding art, and I just cannot wait to see you guys and shake your hands and have a beer with you.
Well put. Awesome. Fantastic. I know I'm as psyched, man. Cannot wait. Curtis, thank you for coming on for the first time. Hope you had fun.
Anytime, Jay. I loved it.
Sure. Very cool. Robert, what do you got going on?
Oh boy. So the big one is actually not a streamed event, but it's a subject near and dear to our hearts. Playing on Blue Box's Discord on Friday nights, I'm running a basically open game of Castles and Crusades. We've been going for probably about 4 or 5 months now. I'm not even sure. It's got to be longer than that. It's longer than
you've
that.
been to Jamaica twice.
Yeah, it's true.
So that's how I keep track of it.
I mean, and when I say open game, basically people can show up, and when they can be there, they can be there. When not, I am now basically pinned at a minimum of 9 players a week.
Wow.
They just keep going up. So it's kind of crazy. I've got a small raiding party just going through, and it's been a very, very interesting time running, but it's just so much fun. They make me laugh. I do have something. It got delayed because work kind of took over for a bit, but I'm actually putting together a game, not D&D, but it is Vampire Veterans of the Supernatural, not Vampire, but Veterans of the Supernatural War from Elflair Games, which is, Chuck, is it Jason Vey?
Jason Vey, he's our 5e line editor, and he is also the brains behind Amazing Adventures. That's right. That's a side project that he runs with Elflair Games, his other company. Yeah, it's absolutely right.
He and Timothy Brannan have written or put together Vampire. Not Vampire. I keep saying Vampire.
You got that stuck in
Veteran of the Supernatural Night Shift. Veteran of the Supernatural Wars, where it's basically take every trope of every CW monster hunting show, Buffy, Charmed, whatever, all of them, and they've got their own rule set.
That's awesome.
D&D, D&D rule set adjacent, and
I think it runs off the Ogre system.
It's called it is Ogres.
Oh, it's Ogre.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Cool. That's awesome.
So yeah, it's going to be 10 episodes. I'm calling it a season. I've got most of it plotted out. I just have to get around to actually being able to find time to find players and get all the stuff made for it. So that hopefully by the end of April. I was hoping by the start of April, but that's just not going to happen.
I know that is, but I'm excited to see it. I need to remind me we'll talk about it, Gary Cohn, or if not, when you get back, I need to get you hooked mainline into Jason so we can get you some stuff too, because I want you to have all you need, graphics, and maybe we can do some giveaways or something,
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Heck yeah, it's awesome.
Matt Grape, Chuck's not allowed in the VIP dinner now.
Oh, that guy. Who let him in the channel?
Grape also said, what the hell? Where did all Josh's hair go between Friday and today?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He looks good, Josh.
It and cut it.
Gosh, I think that's the
It's
same
good with that
haircut.
shirt too. So Josh, what do you got to shout out here? I know you're gonna be exhausted after this week, so.
We're already exhausted. It's been, nonstop. You're suppressing me and whatever, all kinds of crazy, right? You don't understand that we're a bunch of volunteer staff and Chuck knows, he gets it.
I actually had a conversation like that today, actually, with somebody.
I mean, I know
come
all
on,
people too, but I still give you
just
crap.
respect. And again, that Facebook post really just touched me that someone made about, look, we're all here together. We can make this the best we want.
Right.
We create the fellowship we crave. We are the ones deciding how this goes. And the same goes for the Greyhawk community, right? I mean, it's a we thing.
Yeah.
Right? This is, so many wonderful people. So, and to that, I'll say, point out Grape Ape, who just stepped in, who did some wonderful work for the Lakofka Archive Society with some maps that, we've been working on in the background to get some other stuff, get this thing pushed out finally. I had to explain to Anna everything that was going on, or she was going to punch me or stab me. She informed me she does have a knife. And
trenching tool.
So yes.
See, I told you that's where the hair went.
Yeah. So she was not satisfied, so she did this. No, just kidding. And so he has started a game over on Goodman Games that's airing every other week that he's running. And he's already killed off 2 of my 4 characters because we're doing something called a funnel. But the joke's on him because I designed them all around slave lords. So right now, Slippery Kita and whomever Chorish Mock is his name is in the slave lord names, Nagreth, I can't remember. But so those 2 are still alive, but 2 of the others got put through like a juicer. And then the other thing I think I would point out, obviously post Gary Con, we're going to be hitting the gas hard with the Kafka stuff. Oriana's going to get me, and we're very excited. We're very, Troy has gotten some, as we were talking about earlier, some amazing cover art.
Cool.
It's just, and so many other things. Giant Stomp put in has done a bunch of interior art that we're gonna get a little bit more, and some other things. But in general, we're gonna put it in the gas because I'm not gonna everything will be calm for a little while. And then lastly, I'm gonna put a link in.
Go for it.
The Prater's Rejects guys, Josh Meck 45. We call him Ohio Josh. While Gary Con's going on, they've got a fundraiser, and I'm not going to see him or think about him. So I already gave at the office there, but
you're breaking our heart, Josh.
But it's Gamers for Giving. It's basically they get enough money together, and then they can build a gaming rig for a kid in the hospital who's sitting there, miserable, whatever, and then they wheel up, what's that Twitch game that made me the Hyrule one? Yeah, and so that they can sit there and they can grind for bugs and get their mind off of, get obsessed over the video game and get their mind off of things. So if you got to spare a couple bucks, please go over there, hit it. You'll be helping them out. The Freighters Rejects folks like Jimmy, like Josh, like Bash, who, are going to be, working their butts off for Gary Con, trying to just, bring a little entertainment and spark for some folks, but, help them out if you can. That's me. Thanks.
Yep.
Great.
To clarify on something like that on there that he said, the gaming rig, it's not like a gaming PC tower or anything. It's literally a large cart that has a TV. It has Xbox, PlayStation, whatever Nintendo thing they have out at the time, and all manner of sorts. I think the last 2 years that we've done that, we succeeded, I think, and we're almost to goal already, and it hasn't even started yet.
So, I know that we've all been reaching deep in our pockets throughout the community to help, but if you've got a few more bucks, please do consider helping. It's, for the children, but, to keep their mind off of what else is happening.
Yeah.
Very nicely put, Josh. So note that couple of things. Josh was talking about Slippery Cat is in the Carlos Lacing Thicker Little Water Adventure. Okay, right? And right.
Cat is going to make it to the end, Grape.
Yeah, and I will be running this live stream coming up in a few months. Bill Mastercraft, it's his next major project. He's working on the 40-inch Reaper Bone ship right now as we speak. So that's his next project there. Yes.
Oh, one more thing. Also, I've started GMing with Greyhawk Reborn. So, if you want to play some, Adventure League style game in Greyhawk, that's where it's happening. And we got games online and in person. Great GMs. That's why I've gotten involved with them, because I've just been stunned at how good they are and how much fun I have playing with them. So, that's often the case, right? That's why we play with folks, because we enjoy playing with them. Thanks. Sorry.
If you want to see Josh make a real fool of himself in person, Saturday, April 9th is the next adventure with the legendary, I know Asher hates the name, the Slav Squad. I didn't make it up, and the ladies did, and there we go. So they're looking there with their logo and everything.
There you go.
Mandy, Little Bones, Darling Creep Show, MJ Russell, Myriad X, and Josh Sarathon, with very special guest Robert Hartley, GM, playing in the game. And
So we got that going for us.
which
Which is nice.
which is
Which
nice.
is nice.
And the name
One
of
of
the
these days, I'll jump on there and throw a wrench into everybody's plan.
exactly, and that's why. No, I'm just kidding, there, Jeff.
What's Robert Hartley going to play?
He's playing a human male, very pretty, attractive, of course, Inquisitor, which is a subclass of Paladin.
Me.
He's playing an Inquisitor, and the name of the adventure is Turnabout. That's all I'm going to tell you from this point on. So,
I went to Turnabout in high school. That's where the girls ask the guys.
no, that's something different. So that's
So we're going to be having a dance
no.
of the living
Well,
dead?
kind of maybe, but
Yeah,
that's the
dance
adventure. So yeah, it'll be a
Thanks,
real
Curtis.
fun. It'll be a real fun adventure. And by the way, Curtis, you could play Desmond and Inquisitor on Thursday at Horde of Hools. There's an Inquisitor as part of the characters, the 8 characters you get to choose from. So there you go on that. All right, Anna. Lastly,
Well,
what's going on?
I can advertise a little bit more about the seminars and stuff.
Sure.
There will be 16 future projects that I'm going to do for
Oh
my
my
patrons
gosh.
and Greyhawk community that I will start talking about. Some of them, probably 5 or 6 of them, or half of them already mentioned. So I will detail more some of them, but at least a bunch of them, or several of them, I never talked about to any larger circles, so to speak. So there will be some new cool stuff, and there will be some technical new stuff that I want to do, and some brave things that I want to get on and stuff. So, and there will be some discussions. I want to divulge some information on how I want to tackle City of Greyhawk, for instance. I have some ideas and stuff I want to do with that. So there's, there will be some other cool stuff. So there will be some new things, some known things, and some extras.
And it tackles something else you're about to do.
Yes, exactly. Yep. But I'll leave you to announce that, so to speak.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, should I announce it without that getting that paperwork, Chuck? Well, we'll see. So, Anna. So, what else? What else we got there, Anna? Anything? That's enough. 16 projects. Why? My gosh.
Yeah. In over the 2 seminars and stuff. So yeah.
It's gonna be a blast.
You're the button king tonight.
I know. I'm hitting buttons like
He's
crazy.
the button king every night.
I know, but he's like excited tonight.
I'm
or something.
excited. I'm
He
excited.
needs to spin that thingy. Yep.
So,
And if anyone's got any virtual games, who brought it up? Great Paper, someone, the RPGA Alliance folks, like Trevor and
Yeah.
Vicky, and the folks that like helped out a ton during virtual Greyhawk Con, they're going to be doing a one-off fundraiser for Ukraine. So they're going to be needing some GMs. So if you can do some virtual GMing, take a look at that link that Great for someone posted.
great
Coming
post.
out, put some games up there coming up soon. Like I think, is that 1 week or 2
It's
weeks?
April
after?
2nd to 3rd. It looks like.
Week after Gary Con.
Yeah.
I said I'll come play. I'll GM another time, but yeah.
Those folks are amazing folks over there too. They're such nice people. Really good people.
Yeah, you got it.
That is awesome.
You did a bunch with their RPG thing.
Yeah, they do a thing. It's a charity drive they do in the fall. I'm sure we'll do it again this year. Good folks, really good folks.
So, I'll see. We'll see everyone soon at Gary Con. I'm looking forward to that. We announced Portrait Workshop as a new sponsor. Anna and I are just waiting for some paperwork to come over from Troller Games so we can get our documentation started for our Free City of Altamira project through Troller Games. There we go. So just waiting on that. So once we get that and get that all signed, we will start working on that. Probably 9 months to a year out. Hopefully we'll have it for Gary Con next year, right, Anna? That's the goal.
That would be a good goal.
That's the
Yeah,
goal.
that'd be great.
Yeah, for that. It's going to take some time, but we'll be working on that. Chuck gave us a second $25 gift certificate giveaway. So we have 4 now. Thank you, Chuck, for
Right.
doing that in chat. So we got 4.
Yeah, I like odd numbers.
Yes.
Right on.
So we got it. How much is so there you go. That's all I have. I don't need to talk anymore because I'm going to be doing a lot of talking. You ain't heard nothing yet, man. With me with that stupid iPad in front of my face here.
Oh, I can't wait. That's gonna be
Yeah,
fantastic.
the in real
Yep.
life stuff. I think
Great.
it's going to be great until
It'd be like Wild Chicago, except for
Yeah.
Wild and Geneva.
until Tim Kest comes on and goes, "What are you doing, you motherfucker?" or something like that, and then that'll be that, right? So that'll
you'll be like,
Drink
that'll be the end of
out.
that. So but we'll have fun with that. All right, let's do last call. Let's do the giveaways, and then we're gonna we're going to raid into I did Bones last week.
Hey, Gary Con Live is on.
It's a rerun. It's not live.
It's not live. It says it's live.
It's not live. It's a pre-recorded thing of Bimbo Baggins or whatever.
Oh, come on.
Jeff, if I
I
forget,
forget the name of it. It's not live. If it was live, I'd do it, but it's not live.
Yeah, Gaxpack was earlier today.
Yeah, it's not live.
if I forget Gary Con, make sure we get together after that so I can help you push the boost on that project.
Bingo Shortwick. There it is.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they were live, if it was a live presentation, I would do it absolutely. But we'll see. We'll see who I'm going to raid into tonight. I may go outside the box here. All right, let's do last call. 4 giveaways. Listen, let's roll through this as quickly as possible. Okay, tell me what you want. You got 4 options: 25 Scroller Games, Mike Disney signed overgrown print, or your choice of 2 adventures, which I will get out tomorrow, definitely. One of these reference books, Treasure Greyhawk Adventure Begins, and then one of these 3 adventures.
Nice.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got some nice stuff here tonight.
Nice stuff right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Here we
Well,
go.
hold on. Wait.
I love him for.
Wait for what?
There you go.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, your son's in too, and your wife's in too. So you got.
Well, did you blame him?
I
He's
like
got
my
it
Your
rigged.
daughter's in too. She's got like a 4%.
He's got it
chance.
rigged. He knows that.
It's rigged. All right. Here we,
Rigged.
Jay's gonna hit the wrong
Rigged.
button. I know I'm gonna hit
No,
the
you're
wrong
not.
button here.
Because we like abruptly left dinner, so they're all just like, "Well, I guess we'll watch you guys on." City
Oh,
Night."
blame me.
And then as soon as we walk back up, then we're going to continue the evening.
Cardman, you're in already. I saw you in there.
Yeah. Were you trying to be like Grape Ape?
Wandering endlessly. I just saw you
All
all
right.
wandering. You won. What do you want? Wandering? You tell me out of the 4 things. $25 gift certificate, Troller Games, the signed Mike Disney print, or two choice of 2 adventures. Let me know, please, as I keep on moving. The next one here. Yes. What do you want, Wandering? You tell me. Next winner, M5 tie-in. Grats. Let me know what you want. Greyhawk books. All right, Wandering. How about Treasures of Greyhawk and then Against the Cult of the Reptile God? Both classics. If you want something else, let me know. But I think they'd be both great classics for you. All right. If $25. Good job there, M5. You made that easy for me. Thank you very much. Next winner. Thank you for that follow too, by the way. Thank you for all the wonderful support tonight. Little Bones. All right, I got Bones. I'm sending Bones once the Mike Disney print all the way.
Woo!
I know that for a
Congrats.
fact.
I don't blame her.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. I'll tell her. Last winner gets a $25 gift certificate to Troller Games, and that winner. And then stick around because
God,
You guys get in here.
Oh man.
Oh,
Rigged.
that's so awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Get some for your
Oh, wait.
kids.
Yeah.
Give something for your kids. That's fine.
Dude,
That's
we
fine.
just spent. What do we get? We got her dice. My daughter, she got dice
Mhm.
over at Games Plus. And,
Good.
Yep.
What else you got? Oh, painting kit.
Yep.
It's
Oh,
it's
nice.
begun, Jay.
Mhm.
Great.
Painting minis.
Well, Bill Master Crafter's always around, so if you ever have any questions, that's something you just don't want to ask me on. But, yeah, definitely. So I am going to raid into. What the hell's Jimmy doing? He's got one viewer on.
Couple
Sunday,
press is on.
yeah, Sunday night. One of our DMs that also does like a bunch of magic stuff.
Okay. Oh no.
Nice.
Global
Magic
Press is
together.
celebrating its 16-year anniverson. Is that what's happening?
Yeah,
Really
they've
doing
been on
it?
there
something like that.
11 hours.
You know what? And Dave Walters in on that. All right, let's do that. We're gonna raid into Cobalt Press
Yeah.
tonight. All right, we're gonna raid into Cobalt. That's fair. All right, so Kafir, thank you.
Thank
Jeff,
you.
thank you. Curtis, thank you. Robert,
Absolutely. Thank you.
Chuck, thank you. Josh, Anna,
problem.
thank you.
We problem. Our
Audience,
pleasure.
thank you for a wonderful evening. Massive viewer numbers tonight. The community is just growing. Please note that without you all watching, that we don't have this to begin with.
That's right.
Thanks, Mo.
So
Yes, absolutely.
note that we need to, if we keep this rolling, who knows where it'll end up. Either WotC / Hasbro will open their arms to us, or they'll attempt to throw me in jail. I'm not sure which it'll be at the point, but
I think
They'll
we can
throw
all
you
do
in
it.
jail,
I think
and
we all can
somebody
guess.
thank
in
you,
jail will open their arms to you.
Yeah, exactly.
both.
Yeah,
You know what?
I
Never
have to
mind.
watch my Twitter posts. I have to
Yes.
watch my Twitter posts and not make mean Twitter posts where I call out Ray Winninger, which I did last week. So, yeah.
As your attorney, Jay. I'm just saying. As your attorney. Just
Yeah,
you know.
like in Fear and Loathing.
I have an
or,
attorney. Well, that's good to hear. I really do need one. So, well, my pleasure, Wandering. No problem. Everyone have a great evening. Let's read in the Cobalt Press, which would be nice. Because say hello to Wolfgang. I imagine he's probably not on, but it's Wolfgang's a great person. And is Cobalt Press going to be at GaryCon, Josh?
I don't know, but
All right.
I hope so. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
they're going to be there.
All right. See you
Okay,
all.
Yeah, I know they want to be there, but yeah, okay.
If it pops up on, put your notifications on for my channel, please, because it could be any time. All right, starting Wednesday afternoon, evening, I'm going to start testing it, and we're going to just have fun, just sit around and BS and talk to people. So put your notifications on for Lord Gazumba.
If you want to see what vendors and stuff are going to be there, just go to the TTE page, go to exhibit, and say available booths.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then there's a map of everybody. that's
I
gonna
could
be
not
there.
remember where that map was. Yeah, that's right.
I'll drop a link in chat before we raid away. Did I just close that?
See you all
Yeah,
soon.
you did.
No, I
There
didn't.
you go. Yeah.
Please come see us in the dungeon.
Next stream, weird time Wednesday, some point. Normal
Here's a
schedule's not on
Here's
this
a link
week.
to the map.
Talk to you soon. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Woo!
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Reading in the Cobalt Press.
Awesome.
Mama told me. Oh, that's Wolfgang.
Yeah.
Wolfgang Press. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. He's a great guy. He really is. We've had several conversations
Let's see if we get over
over the
100.
phone in Germany before. It's kind
Love to get over 100.
yeah, that would be great.
84, 92. Keep it going. 102. Yes. 103. 104.
All right.
5,
guys.
4, 3, 2, 1. See you all soon. Have a good one.
Here they're doing
Awesome.
Empire of the Ghouls.
Yeah. Yes. What a great adventure that was in Dragon. A dungeon. Right?
That is Kingdom of the Ghouls.
Hey Chuck, this is
Dave Walker
Curtis.
was on there.
Hey Chuck, another buddy of mine texted me earlier, and I had taken a snap of tonight for being on the show, and he said, "Troll Lord Chuck." That's like a D&D hip hop name. That is the awesomest thing. And I
Not
said,
by
I said,
design,
"Chuck's
I
got
promise.
cred. Chuck's got a lot of cred